Hello and welcome to episode number 21 of the Selection Saturday College Football Podcast. I'm your co-host, Nick.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Oscar.
Normally, again, this week he has plans, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not in person for the first time.
We're going back to the
forever,
roots.
Going back to...
Off-season. This is off-season formation right here. Early off-season formation.
Is this, is this game-winning formation? I can't think of the name of it.
I'm sorry.
This is I formation, y'all.
I formation right here. We'll go with that.
All right. Got a decently sized episode today. The Sun Belt will be the conference that we tackle today.
We got the Fun Belt.
We do have our experienced analyst
We have
in
the
here.
Fun Belt.
ODU intern extraordinaire.
I loved every single bit of all my research this week because it was so fun looking at the teams that a lot of these teams that I will be seeing.
That ODU will probably be beating because there's a lot of bad teams this year, y'all. This is a bad year for the Sun Belt. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
It's always fun.
Conference.
It's the Fun Belt.
It is the Fun Belt. It never disappoints, in my opinion, until it does.
We also have golf. We've got the U.S. Open, y'all, or not the U.S. Open, the Open Championship.
Wait, what about the other one? I thought we were doing the other one.
No, we're not doing the Corrales Punta Cana Championship.
Oh man.
Are you serious?
Okay, Blades Brown. Anyways,
Blades Brown is in there.
yeah, Blades Brown's to win. There you go. There's your pick for the Corrales
that's
Punta
all
Cana
you need.
Championship.
That's all you need.
Or like Carl Phillips. I don't know if he's
Stop.
playing.
Wait, no. Senior.
Oh yeah, Jack Senior.
Like senior.
So, yeah, we'll have the Open Championship for you. We'll have some World Cup tidbits. Just a little bit, you know. Not too many games have happened since our last episode. And then we'll do F1, and then we'll do no card.
Yeah, it's a full week actually.
It is a full week.
Again.
This will be a doozy. So sorry if
It's
it's
like
a
a
2 hour.
five-course dinner.
Yeah. Sit down, relax. I haven't really been saying this, but I've been putting it in the description. If you have any questions you want answered on the pod, we did this last year. No one ever asked a question. It was really sad. But if you do, they want answered on the pod. Come on. Put it in.
And obviously who you want to answer it, because everyone's going to want me to answer it. Because I know it's balls.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Josh to answer their questions all
Everything.
the time.
Dude, ask me a question right now.
Josh,
What's
what's App State looking like?
Dude, App State's looking pretty good this year.
Okay.
All right. Appalachian State. We're 3 minutes in. We haven't even started. Okay.
App State Mountaineers.
Yep. Dow Loggins, the head coach of App State, lucky to make a bowl game in his first season with the Mountaineers. 5-7, lost to Georgia Southern in the Birmingham Bowl. Rivalry game, by the way, so that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Their new offensive coordinator, Mike
At the
Anthony,
same time.
has never been an offensive coordinator in his career, so that should be interesting.
Well, he was a quarterbacks coach at South Carolina. So
Yes, he was. Their defensive coordinator, DJ Smith, led a defense that surrendered nearly 30 points per game last year. And all QBs of note from last season are gone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
6'7".
JJ Cole. Got a child with us.
Yeah, the tall tree at quarterback, J.J. Cole.
Yeah.
Up and left. We already talked about him at nausea.
Of course. I think, yeah, the QB one's looking to be Purdue transfer Malachi Singleton. He's got 16 games of Power 4 experience. He's a dual threat guy, but if he doesn't pan out, gets injured, Tommy Ulatowski, loves being on bottom of the barrel yellow teams. That's his backup. I mean, Kent State to Kennesaw State, right over here. It's App State.
You think App State's bottom of the barrel?
Last year they went 5-7.
Dude, that's not what this team is looking like. Oscar,
Okay, well,
Oscar, give me 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
You can't really give him 5 like digitally.
We can.
Oh, here, wait.
Ready? Go.
3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, I just slapped my own hand.
Okay, 3, 2, go.
Nice.
Okay.
I guess I'll go through the entire offense, then I'll ask you, Oscar. Since we're not in the same room, we're probably gonna be talking over each other if we try to go like position by position. So I'll talk offense. You fill in any gaps. Ja'Cory Lewis, the running back, ended last season showing some promise. Behind him will be Kanye Roberts, who has missed spring camp with an injury, but is a capable change of pace guy in my opinion. The best returning wide receiver they have this year is Sam Mbake, who had just over 200 yards last season. They do bring in Gardner-Webb standout Chris Lofton, who received all-conference honors last year. Behind him, it's not a whole lot that I like. And then on the offensive line, last year was atrocious. Most of it's gone. Loggins brought in 10 new linemen in the signing class. So,
my goodness.
TBD how that ends up going.
I was gonna say, let me backtrack it real quick to the wide receiver room that App State has currently. They did also bring in Sam Pickett III from where is he from? From Stanford. He didn't have like the best season at all at Stanford by any means, but I mean it's like you said. You look at who App State has in that room. Obviously, Sam Mbake is gonna be their number one guy. And then obviously Chris Lofton's definitely going to be getting a good amount of reps, but you know you got to fill in holes wherever you can, and I feel like Sam Pickett could definitely help with that.
All right, defense time.
I like that idea.
8 guys on the line are gone with lackluster pieces replacing them. So, not sure where the pass rush is going to come from, but there we go. Colton Fairs at linebacker. Bright spot of the defense, getting over 100 tackles last season. And beside him will be MTSU transfer Alex Mitchell, who was great at Chattanooga before seeing a couple games in Murfreesboro. So, clearly that FCS to FBS transfer up didn't really work out for him, but maybe with another year of eligibility or just wisdom, I don't know. He didn't really get a whole lot of playing time at Middle Tennessee State. So, progression, yeah. It's TBD how that'll go. And then 8 members of the secondary are gone. Josh Williams comes in from Dayton. He tied the FCS lead for interceptions last year with 6. However, the rest of the room is kind of a patchwork. So, overall, I'm not really sold on App State this year.
Well, back to the D-line. Are you going to skip past, and I have it written down here, preseason All-Sun Belt first-team defense, Aiden Benton on the line?
I probably did skip over him. Oh my gosh. Okay,
yeah,
Josh is...
You did skip over him. They brought in a transfer, Aaron Clark. He's from Towson. Those two seem to be the big guys on the line. Obviously, Colton Ferris. He's also first-team All-Sun Belt. Obviously, he's going to be kind of the big guy on that defense. They did bring in a new transfer, Keyshawn Thomas. He didn't do too much last year. He was kind of more of a rotational guy. But, I mean, obviously, you see what they lost at that position. I feel like he's also a guy that could definitely see some more kind of notable reps throughout the season. And then there wasn't a lot to say about the secondary as well, so.
All right. Well, Josh didn't have any notes prepared this week.
No,
it's been a busy week.
Yeah, I can tell you what I think, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just by taking a quick peek. This team is one of the, what you look for in these Group of 5 teams, what I've noticed over this year, is the guys that can bring in, the mediocre Power 4 guys.
Yeah.
Because those are the guys that make your money.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cam Cook last year. He was a mediocre TCU player and then led the entire FBS in rushing yards, so...
And I've seen a lot of that from App State, and I think the big question is Malachi Singleton going to be able to lead the team like 6'7" JJ Cole did?
Right. Well, I mean, if he does anything like JJ Cole did last year, they're going 5-7 again.
Yeah.
Dude, JJ Cole's not bad.
No, he wasn't bad.
You never said he was bad.
He's better than AJ Swan.
Well, that's a Swan song right there.
And somehow J.J. Cole went to FIU and A.J. Swan went to Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So,
He's not getting any PT there, by the way.
No, not a second of PT.
Unless their guy gets injured.
actually,
But
no.
we'll talk about Mississippi State. I really like their quarterback
Except
that's coming in.
in the charity game.
Yeah, maybe. The black and, or the maroon and white game.
Yeah,
Probably it already happened. Probably.
Yeah.
probably.
Anyways, we'll go records. App State. I guess I'll start as usual. Sorry for stepping on any toes here, but I have App State going 4-8. Very bad
Wow.
season for App State.
Whoa.
I think Dowell Loggins' job might be in question after this season. If not this one, the next. I have their only wins going against Maine, Charlotte, Coastal Carolina, and Georgia State.
So Oscar, I see that switch up right there.
Yeah, I'd like to. I can go over my record for App State now. I have them 6-6 overall, with a 4-4 in the Sun Belt. So almost right down the. Well, actually, that is right down the middle. I'll go over their losses, seeing as how I just switched it up. Their first loss is obviously going to be East Carolina. I've been on the fence about App State and East Carolina. Like, I've been looking at that game probably for like the last 10 minutes, honestly. I'm being serious.
It's fine. I guess I'll be the only ones repping the mountain.
Anyway, they lose to East Carolina. They lose to North Carolina State. They lose to the Old Dominion Monarchs. They lose to James Madison, Marshall, and South Alabama.
Wow.
The USA. All right, Josh, are you gonna share a record, or are you wait until the end?
We're waiting until the end over here. So that's just gonna cause people to want to stay to the end.
Ah.
Because everyone wants to know the correct picks.
Oh yeah, the correct picks. Just like how I'm gonna correctly right now predict Arkansas State, led by the legendary Butch Jones, coming off of a win in the very prestigious Xbox Bowl.
Wait, wasn't that originally the PlayStation Bowl?
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought at one point happy they were like the PS5 Fiesta Bowl. Wasn't
I thought that was
or
like
the PlayStation.
that was like a
4
big thing.
Yeah.
Is that like the Xbox Bowl and the PlayStation? Wait, we're talking about Arkansas State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Xbox versus PS5.
It's me or the PS5.
Their offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Keith Heckendorf departs for Iowa State and brings Jalen Rayner with him. Corey Rucker is also gone, so there goes that QB to wide receiver connection that I really liked last year. The new OC, Garrett Altman, comes from Vandy as the quarterbacks coach.
Hey, Diego Pavia.
They're calling him the quarterback whisperer just because he worked with Pavia, but
Yo, no one's calling.
I think
Yo.
Pavia, talent to Mexico State before he transferred. While there was some development happening there at Vandy, I don't know if Vandy is responsible for most of it outside of just recruiting him from New Mexico State. That's just my opinion.
I think it just kind of happened because New Mexico State.
Yeah.
You also can't credit them with.
Yeah, well then it was probably just raw talent.
Yeah, it was just him being him.
Anyways, they bring in two QBs over from Vandy to compete with Texas bench rider Trey Owens and Southern Miss's, quite frankly, probably worst quarterback of all time in Ethan Crawford.
You're also forgetting about Jeremy St. Hilaire and Drew Dickey.
He's one of the Vandy
Drew
guys.
Dickey is one of the Vandy guys, and
Yeah.
St. Hilaire is also.
And so is St. Hilaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Drew Dickey 1 for 2. He's only missed one pass last year.
Yeah. Well, actually, I do think he's
Yeah.
a sleeper to make a jump and succeed, because this is the former Vanderbilt quarterbacks coach we're talking about. So I do think one of him or St. Hilaire is probably going to get the starting job. It
That'd actually be
shouldn't
very
be
fun to see.
Ethan Crawford. If it's Ethan Crawford, they're going 0-12.
Yeah. it should be one of those
Yeah.
things.
Like most teams, they brought in a bunch of transfers over the offseason, but not even half of them are from FBS programs. The largest concern of the Red Bulls was apparent, the trenches. They signed 8 new O linemen, 15 new D linemen.
Ooh.
And then I don't have a whole lot on Arkansas State. There was not a whole lot I loved, not a whole lot I found interesting.
They brought back their running back from last season, first team offense all Sun Belt for Kenyon Clay, and they brought back their number 2 back, so they still have the same backfield, which isn't the best given the fact that they have a quarterbacks coach as their OC, but you got to do what you have to do with what you have. And then they kept their number 2 and number 3 receivers in Chauncey Gall and Hunter Summers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that could actually benefit them more than you'd think, just because of who their OC is going to end up being. And then their tight end, I wrote that they brought in the transfer by the name of Joshua Burrell from, I didn't write down the school he came from, but that's okay. But I was looking at, he's listed as a tight end on the roster.
He came from Florida State.
Thank you. He's a class of 2021. Oh my goodness.
Goodness. Okay. On the defense, I just highlighted 2 guys that I liked. First on the defensive line, Tylen Coleman comes in from a P4 school in Florida State. Probably one of the better transfers I bring in. And then they keep their star safety, A.G. McGee. He stays as an anchor in the secondary. But really, those were the only 2 guys I loved, per se.
Dude, this D-line is like the clip of Will Smith in the freaking room, and he's looking around. He can't find anyone.
Yeah.
It's latest Ryan Reese and friends.
I mean, they did sign 15 new D linemen.
Yeah.
I wrote about
like,
Five Hamilton a bit from Kennesaw State for the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got 5 Hamiltons now.
Lewis, Alexander, Margaret,
Kyle.
and Philip. No,
David.
yeah, Philip. Philip Hamilton.
There we go. All
So
the
we got 5
Hamiltons.
Hamilton.
We actually just named 6, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
Anyone else have anything on Arkansas State?
Dude, this defense
Not really, no.
deplenished.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything. They got dude, Jalen Hayward. R.I.P.
What?
What?
Okay. So with that being said, I have Arkansas going, and this is only because I believe in what Butch Jones has going on here. They're going 6-6, 4-4 in the Sun Belt. Also, they're in the Sun Belt West, so that makes it a lot easier.
That makes it a lot easier to win games.
I'll say their wins. Their wins are against West Georgia, Kennesaw, Southern Miss, UL Monroe, Coastal, and Troy to end the year.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I have the Red Wolves going 7-5, 6-2 in the Sun Belt. It really just has to do with the fact that they're in the Sun Belt West. It's like 2 different things between the East and West part of the Sun Belt. It's insane. Anyway, I have them losing to Memphis, TCU, Kennesaw State. They go on a bit of a run. Then I have them losing to Coastal Carolina and Troy to end the season.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We move swiftly onwards to Coastal Carolina.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Tim Beck
Just north of-
as head coach. They're bringing in Missouri State's Ryan Beard.
Dude, along with an entirely new coaching staff.
Yes. Defensive-minded coach Ryan Beard is, and if y'all remember Grayson McCall, he's back. He's a member of the coaching staff. He had to medically retire from college football, but he's back. I think we talked about this on the note card.
Maybe.
But huge. I was a big Grayson McCall fan. I really wish he stayed healthy for NC State because that would have been incredible. But they have CJ Bailey now, so I guess it really doesn't matter. They brought in 56 transfers.
That's what
Oh my goodness, that tells you a lot about a team.
Yeah. So they basically hit the reset button, and we know what happens on these years where teams hit the reset button. It doesn't really go all that well, especially if you're in the Sun Belt East.
It can.
So they can. We'll start with the QB battle, headlined by former Missouri State backup Deuce Bailey, and they also bring in an Arkansas transfer in Trevor Jackson, who hasn't had any meaningful snaps. And then there's a
Well, I like
JUCO
Trevor
transfer.
Jackson over him anyway.
Okay. There's also a JUCO transfer thrown in there in Trey Guerra. So that's your three-way battle. True sophomore, Dominic Nicely. Looks like he'll lead the running back room, but that room is a lot of unproven talent, so who really knows? And then Missouri State guy, Tristan Gardner, is expected to lead the wide receiver room.
Let's go to my notes.
Yeah, offensive line is also hit very heavy.
Dang. Oh my goodness, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, no, I full-heartedly agree with Dominic Nicely being that guy for the running back position. He, did get some notable touches not for the most part, but like he has some experience. I don't think Javon Edwards has as much, so he'll definitely struggle backing him up. But I'm sure they'll figure it out. They did keep Robbie Washington, by the way, from last year, and then they brought in Goldie Lawrence from Florida A&M, and then Tristan Gardner from the Missouri State, as you aforementioned. So they have a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Goldie Lawrence, by the way, was previously at FSU.
How about it?
Mm-hmm.
Defensive line was filled by mostly Missouri State Bears. There were like 12 Missouri State Bears that followed Ryan Beard.
Jeez.
I feel like this honestly does contribute a little bit to continuity. I think since they are former teammates, 12 of them are former teammates, they might get along a little bit better than a hodgepodge of 56 new guys from all over the college football realm. So there's some hope to be had with that. Although, again, 9 guys left from that defensive line. So,
yes, it's a lot.
I don't have a whole lot on this defense. I was mainly focused on the defensive line. So, I'll take it over to you, Oscar.
Yeah, I was going to say, 'cause as I just love putting linebackers and D-line together, I love bringing up the front seven, but I always start with the D-line. Like I said, like you said, it's basically just a completely new room. They, in my opinion, though, are going to be kind of led by DJ Whistlelack. He came from Missouri State.
Yes.
And then Xavier Booker came from Alabama A&M for the D-line. And then Stephon McDowell and Trey Brown, I'm pretty sure they're returning from last year. Yeah, they're returning from last year. And then they brought in a transfer from Western Carolina, Jordan Thompson, who had 67 tackles, 2 sacks, and a pass breakup over 12 games. And he was previously at MTSU, so there's definitely some translation. He's played G5 ball, basically, at some capacity.
Sure.
And then their secondary just brought in a whole lot of guys from all over the place. They got Jesse Powell from Elon, Jalen Lee from South Dakota State,
Goodness.
Mason Moore from Lehigh, and then they do have one kind of key returning player. He was first team all defense for the Sun Belt in Jamarian Wayne. He was coming back, so he is back.
Mm-hmm. Overall, this kind of feels like a Missouri State, like a Conference USA team. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's just like a Conference USA team, but honestly, kind of worse. So, I'm not very hopeful in Coastal this year. So, do you have any other thoughts, or should I just say what I
Go ahead with the
Coastal Carolina's going 2-10, 1-7 in the Sun Belt.
Whoa.
Only wins against Fordham and Louisiana.
Whoa.
Yeah, 0 hope.
Complete different side of the pendulum here for me. I have Coastal Carolina going 7-5 with 5-3 in conference play. Obviously, I have them. Well, actually, I have to go over the losses, I guess. So I have them losing to West Virginia. Shocker to everyone, right?
Right.
Who picked Coastal Carolina? Oh, that might have been Emilio.
Yeah, it probably was Emilio.
I picked Liberty over Coastal Carolina. I have App State beating Coastal Carolina. I have the Old Dominion Monarchs beating Coastal Carolina. James Madison beats them to end off their season.
All right.
I got my peaches out where?
in Georgia, at least the southern part of it. Oh, Georgia Southern.
Ooh,
Maybe the most weird team in all of college football
Hey,
last
don't
year.
call them that.
very, very weird.
They won games they shouldn't have. They lost games they shouldn't have. It was just like, who are you?
Yeah.
This year they lose a decent amount to the portal, but their funding went up nearly 4 times. So,
Oh, well, that'll definitely help.
yeah, no, it's very apparent that it helped for Georgia Southern.
Do I know what doesn't help? Losing JC French.
It's true. I wasn't
This
a
is
big
very
JC
true.
French guy. I thought he was fine. But you know who's here? Max Johnson.
Yeah, the Max Johnson
Max
on the
Johnson
list.
was the best quarterback at UNC, and they benched him for Gio Lopez.
He's also.
You wouldn't want to
he's
start
also
Gio Lopez?
in his 6th year.
He's in his 7th, sixth year from
My
6th or 7th,
goodness.
I forgot. Formerly at LSU, Texas A&M, and UNC. Finally,
He's been all over the place.
yeah, no, but he started at Texas A&M.
Oh, no, I know.
So, like, this is going to be a home run pick, getting Max Johnson. I mean, I know he had a femur injury, and it was, like, terrible.
Yeah. Those are
But
usually
he
really
wasn't
bad.
last year. He was recovering. He was really recovering from the femur injury, and he was still a decent quarterback. So I really think he's going to succeed with Georgia Southern. Let's see.
Yo.
They do lose Camden Brown to the draft
Wait,
or
did
the
you see who they
NFL.
replaced him with?
What?
Illinois transfer Ashton Hollins, Colorado transfer Ken McKell, Virginia UVA transfer Andre Green, ASU
Oh, yeah.
transfer Noble Johnson.
6 wide receivers from P4 programs.
Yeah.
And like they were all like originally 4 stars.
Yeah.
Dude.
Can you tell that the funding went up? That's all I'll say about the offense there. But the only underlying issue is that they don't return a single starter on offense. So this is a completely new team.
You see where that... Yes and no. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a whole... And, well, no, they did bring back Taylor Bradshaw, but he wasn't even a starter. There is not a whole lot to write about this offense other than the fact that it's just all new,
Mm-hmm.
which could be good or bad, but I know which side I'm leaning towards. So...
I think it'll take time, but once they start playing together, since they are all so talented, I think it might be a slow start, but I think their schedule actually plays into their favor because of that. So on the defensive side, they grab a new defensive coordinator from Stephen F. Austin, and they grab an intriguing FCS transfer linebacker in Rayshawn Miles Jr., who stood out at Abilene Christian.
Mhm.
Their defense is led by a returning MJ Stroud in the trenches. The secondary could use some work, but I trust the process. They've got everyone's favorite high roller, Chance Gamble. So that's 2.
Preseason All Sun Belt, by the way.
He is all preseason All Sun Belt. His 6th year of college ball, back from injury. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really liking this defense.
I'm liking this.
Would you take a gamble on them?
I'm taking a gamble on them. You'll see.
Oh, and then Tracy Hill is also coming back for the secondary. He played a majority of the snaps as well, so it's definitely good to bring him back. But you basically highlighted everything I would have said for it. So hit the nail right on the head there, Nick.
Thank you. So, I have Georgia Southern as one of my undefeated in the Sun Belt teams. They will be representing the Sun Belt East in the conference championship game. 10-2. With losses to Clemson and Houston.
Wow. Not Charles.
Okay, well-
Southern?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because they play Coastal Carolina week 5. They finally get their first tough opponent, JMU, but it's at home. That one could go either way. I really could have given that one to JMU. This one is basically going to be for the Sun Belt East. I think whoever wins that matchup right there
Really?
will win the Sun Belt East. I know that probably stomps on what I think about ODU, but so that,
Anyway.
and then they play Coastal. Yeah, they play Coastal, and then JMU, ODU. ODU gets them at home, so that one could also go either way. But then I don't know. I feel like
Well, I see what your pick is, so...
yeah.
Anyway, I am on the opposite side of the pendulum once again for the most part. 4-8,
Ooh.
2-6 in conference play. You don't know Georgia Southern like I do, which could play really good or really well into my hand, or wait, really good or really bad into my hand.
Wow, very confident.
Well, I have them beating Charleston Southern, Jacksonville State, Georgia State, and Louisiana Tech.
Well,
That is it.
It's hard to act like I'm the expert here when you literally like have the insider knowledge. So, I'll trust your judgment on this one. But I'm still liking this Georgia. I'll be tuning into Georgia Southern games.
If I had to guess, I don't think it's going to be like I don't think it's going to be like a 10-2 or 3-9, 4-8 team.
They're probably not a 10-2 team, but they just.
I think they're a middle of the pack Sunbelt team. I think both of us are maybe
Sunbelt team. I feel like Todd Helton's.
I think at the end of the day,
at Georgia Southern. I feel like I wanted to just give him this one.
Honestly, at the end of the day, they'll probably end up 6-6, 7-5. Honestly,
Yeah, 7-5 is just such a Georgia Southern record, unfortunately. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go across the state to Georgia State.
I was gonna do a transition.
Oh no! Oh, we're still talking about Georgia Southern, by the way.
Oscar,
Yeah.
what's Ray Charles? One of Ray Charles' most famous songs.
With who?
Ray Charles. Okay, Nick, what is
So
one of
Georgia
Georgia
State.
Oh.
All Day Too? Okay, let's not get copyrighted because I'm not good at
Oh
singing.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, please stop. Okay. So I got 3 words for Georgia State headed into the off season. Okay, I was like, blow up everything,
Yeah.
and they did. For the most
That
part,
season
they
last
did
year
get-
was
they
so
kept
bad.
Cameron Brown, and that was what you needed to do, because Cameron Brown was the good surrounded by bad. He was the.
Are we all forgetting that Del
Lamborghini
McGee is?
in the trailer.
Are we forgetting Del McGee is praying for his job right now?
Oh yeah, 4 wins in 2 years. How is he still here? I can tell you why. It's his recruiting prowess, apparently. That's why they brought him here. It's for his recruiting.
Well, clearly that did not pay off last year.
He's out of this.
1-11.
Also, offensive coordinator is the 2017 Cleveland Browns' very own Hugh Jackson.
Wait, oh, that's right.
3.
Yo, this team's going 0-12.
So that's how Georgia State's going so far in terms of staffs. I didn't do Did I talk about the defensive coordinator anywhere here?
They have co-defensive coordinators actually.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
If that helps.
He fired the defensive coordinator. They'll have a defensive quarterback committee with the safeties coach and outside linebackers coach co-coordinating. There you go.
Mhm.
On my notes website, they have Joe Sutherland, the tight ends coach, age as a question mark.
Oh, okay. We just don't know. It's like Mark
We just don't know how old he is.
When his birthday was.
No, it's Manute Bull.
Maybe Bull at tight ends coach. That would be actually a really good idea.
They have everyone else. But,
Put him at tight end. Actually, he probably has eligibility. He never went to college. He was in like Sudan. Manute Bull.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What I like about Cameron Brown is he's perfect for this offense. You want to know why? He doesn't turn the ball over. He only threw 1 pick last year. I guess in limited starts. The starts he had where they weren't starting that bum TJ Finley, who's currently just screwing around. Is he in college now?
I don't think he's in college football anymore.
Okay.
Thankfully.
He was at Incarnate Word last year, maybe. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But yeah, TJ Finley is finally gone. Even though
After forever.
They didn't need to sign him. They like signed him
No.
right before the season started, did they not?
They signed him just for fun.
Yeah, and then they started him, and then Cameron Brown was just going about his business, like being a good, safe quarterback, not throwing any picks, being like careful with the ball, just trying to keep his spot, and they kept rewarding TJ Finley for being terrible.
Yeah.
So
It didn't make any sense.
Cameron Brown should lead this team to be much better this year, I think. Del McGee attacked the portal for running backs and will attempt to include them more in the offense this year. It's a lot of like whatever in my opinion, but one guy that sticks out is Clemson transfer Keith Adams Jr.
What?
I mean, getting a guy from Clemson in general is good.
we're going to skip past Savion Hart. I mean, I get that he was at Georgetown last year, but
he was a guy. He's one of the guys there. He'll probably get touches. Everyone in this room will probably get touches. They don't have a bona fide star here, but
clearly,
I mean, there was one dude who's from like a college I'd never heard of. There's probably multiple guys. But it was. I was like, this is a lot of running backs. I don't know if there's any like bona fide star here though, or at least like bona fide like bell cow that could for like a state. So I don't know. I think they could be successful. They have guys there. They just have to find which one's good.
well, that's like finding a needle in a
highlight.
haystack.
The offensive line looks really good. Plenty of experience. From like decent programs too. It's like really strange.
Oh my goodness! What the heck?
Yeah. But the wide receivers, unfortunately, Ted Hurst is NFL caliber and was drafted on day 2, which is shocking that Georgia State had like 2 really good players on their offense and still only won 1 game. And the wide receiver 2 transferred to Utah State. So now they're relying on portal guys to make an instant impact. Not always guaranteed. But I'm willing to give them a shot.
I was going to say, Kyle Washington. Oh, no, it's not Kyle Washington. It was Owen Dupree. He transferred from West Georgia.
Where have I heard?
It's probably
Bud Dupree.
I was going to say, I was writing his name down, and it sounded really familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
But he honestly seems like the guy that's going to help kind of bring that room together, which is concerning, given the fact he was playing FCS football last year.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
and
about that. I feel like we're bringing in the FCS guys, so I think they should be. They shouldn't be at too big of a disadvantage.
No, but I mean at the same time, yeah, that's quite a disadvantage.
But that was mostly because of, well, not mostly because of, but a large part because of the defense,
which is now gone.
Yes, the D line got bigger. They got like in size.
Well, yeah, but outside of that, they lost half of the. They lost 80% of the room.
Yeah, the secondary is a bunch of FCS transfers alongside Ohio State safety Keenan Nelson Jr. It can't get much worse. How about that?
Well, I mean, they could go 0-12.
Yeah, they could, but I think the offense is better, and the defense they'll have to do.
So what are you going to write about their defense? There's not a whole lot to say about the D-line. Looks atrocious. Fair enough. They held on to Cody Owens in their linebacker room, and that was basically it. Their secondary looks like it will be led by transfers. They got Deuce Lee from Monmouth. He didn't do too bad at Monmouth. 41 tackles over 11 games played, 3 pass breakups. Trey Mittman from North Carolina A&T, and then Darius Johnson from Syracuse.
Oh, okay. They bring the Syracuse guy too. That's good too. Here.
Yeah. But that all over the place.
It's hard to pick this team to do too well when the defense is so as bad as it is, but I feel like I'm getting a Sunbelt UTSA vibe from this because last year they had one of the most high-octane firepower offenses in the conference, in the American, but their defense just would not stop losing them games. It's like Arkansas also was another example of this, but they lost every single one-score game. I think Georgia State can actually hold their own as long as Cameron Brown is the quarterback I think he is. If the weapons do develop like they think they can. 6-6, Georgia State bowl eligible. Del McGee saves his job. Wins against North Carolina A&T, Kennesaw State, Northern Illinois. That's already 3 very easy wins.
Well, no.
I had them going a combined Kennesaw and Northern Illinois. I had them getting a combined 3 wins this year, so that's already pretty favorable. So then they only have to win 3 games in their conference schedule. So they beat Arkansas State, Coastal, and then that just leaves Louisiana at the end of the year to become bowl eligible. I think this is a great story for Georgia State upcoming.
I mean, it would be a good story. Is it going to happen? No.
Nick, what do you think my record's going to be?
2-10.
2-10. 0-8 in conference play.
Yikes.
They beat North Carolina A&T. They beat Kennesaw State.
Stop.
And they lose out for 2.5
Are you
months.
serious?
I am being so serious.
Dude,
This team last year.
Brown can surely just like even
Yes,
just
but
be
this
at
team,
the
you
stage
don't
for a couple.
understand. You don't understand how bad this team looked last year. They looked
Yeah, but it's all gone.
unbelievably bad.
They blew up the entire team. Last year is a figment of everyone's imagination. It's fine.
They have the exact same. They have the exact same guys leading the charge, though, for coaches. Their scheme is more than likely still the exact same scheme from last year.
The difference is that they didn't get 4 times the funding like Georgia Southern.
Yeah, that's true. They also did not get 4x.
Yeah.
Funding. They probably got the
Like
same.
they're Georgia Southern without
If not
funding.
less.
So 2-10.
Also, I mean, like, yeah, Cameron Brown plus that O-line, I feel like is enough for him to just be cautious with the ball, take advantage of mistakes by the other teams that are bad. That's just my opinion. I don't think Georgia State's a 6-6 team. I think they're just good enough to backdoor their way into 6-6 with their schedule. All right, JMU.
Boo! Boo!
Y'all remember that team?
Boo!
They made the CFP last year.
Boo! Well, actually, I was happy about that because they're a Sunbelt team.
Whole thing gone. Not the whole thing. 30% of their production from that team is remains.
Gone.
Head coach.
They brought in
gone.
Billy Napier, though.
Billy Napier is
LeBron?
back in the G6 ranks. He hires ETSU's Cam Aiken, who led his offense in the FCS ranks, to be the 15th best in total offense. Grabs Robert Bala as his DC, his co-defensive coordinator at Florida. Also works for Nick Saban and Jed Fish. And then he grabs his O-line coach, too, and Rob Sale. Those are a couple of notables in terms of the new staff.
Yeah, who is quarterback?
Alonzo Barnett has transferred.
That's a very good
UCF,
question.
And Matthew Sluka has graduated. So, the new QB contest is led by the only QB with notable college experience in Camden Coleman. Formerly at Richmond, boo, led that team for a couple of seasons before transferring to JMU last year and backing both Barnett and Sluka up. There's also Memphis transfer Arrington Maiden, UCF transfer Davy Belfort, and redshirt sophomore J.C. Evans, all of which are athletic talents but aren't polished enough quite yet to start, in my opinion. Wayne Knight, last year's incredible running back, does leave the team, but George Pettaway stays, and Drake, FCS freshman All-American Nick Herman, comes in and will make a solid 1-2 punch out of this running back room. Wide receivers are pretty much all gone, so that's going to be a little bit of a concern.
Dude,
in the passing game.
They got Michael Scott from the offense.
Wait, for real?
He's fighting.
He's
They did have Michael
that
Scott.
actually might be him. Okay. Aiken does bring in wide receiver 1 in from ETSU and Jeremiah Harrison. That's something to look out for. He'll probably get a decent amount of play. The O-line.
You sure about that?
Headlined by 6'9", 320-pound
Oh my!
University of Wisconsin
Oh.
River Falls D3 national champions, DJ Fox. And they also have center Zach Greenberg on the preseason All-Sun Belt first.
Where do you find guys like that?
From reading the articles.
No.
Oh,
Oh no, the size.
they probably. I mean, they might have been watching the D3 national
They
championship.
made him in a lab.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they also probably could have gone to local Wisconsinite villages and asked about legends of a giant.
Yeah.
That's probably what they did have to do.
Yeah.
Find somebody who's 6'9".
320 pounds. Oh my gosh.
That
I
is
can't
a
wait to
unit
see
right
this
there.
guy.
Yeah,
I
dude,
hope he
he's
starts.
definitely going to stand out.
Right?
Well, I mean, height isn't always the best
Yeah.
thing at line. They did bring in Tyler Brown. He was a 2019 class. Oh my goodness.
Holy cow. This is like his 7th year.
Dude, it's not-
Pre-COVID right
Oh
there.
my gosh. This guy looks awesome. Look at this dude.
Dude, he looks like a barbecue sauce mascot.
So he definitely plays O-line.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's like most anticipated O-lineman of the college football season. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because we know King Large probably isn't going to get a whole lot of play. That's it for the offense. What say you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You're talking to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for the quarterback, I literally could not have made any decision. I cannot tell you who's gonna start at quarterback, honestly. So we're just gonna brush past that. Obviously, they brought in Nick Herman from Drake. I think he'll definitely. He's not gonna be what Wayne Knight was.
Oh no,
But he's definitely
none of them are
gonna.
going to because they're gonna have to
Yeah.
do it by committee this year. Although George Pettaway did get a lot of carries for how good Wayne Knight was. So.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like Nick Herman will definitely. I think Nick Herman's gonna be shoulder load, honestly, in that running back room. Given that, because he was a 1,000-yard rusher in college football. Good for him.
As a freshman too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the wide receiver room is Michael Scott. But yeah, Jeremiah Harrison from ETSU is definitely going to be an exciting guy, in my opinion. So, and then that was really it. Outside of their 6'9", 320-pound offensive lineman.
All right, defense led by preseason first-team All-Sunbelt edge Amar Thomas, and they also have Emmanuel Bush on the front line. Those two will disrupt the pass and the run mighty fine. Linebacker room, it looks like it's going to be anchored by the crazy face paint guy, if y'all remember him, Gannon Weathersby. He was always having
we know him.
The really strange face paint. And then Nevada transfer Bam Jackson, great addition to pair with him, stopping the run. Still some room for improvement, but I think the pieces are there. And then in terms of secondary, y'all know how much I love Toledo and their secondary prowess. They've got the history with Quinyon Mitchell, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. They get DJ Kelly from Toledo this year, true sophomore. So you never know. Could be another diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough.
But the whole secondary is gutted at the end of the day, so I'm just banking on DJ Kelly to be like one of those guys who can soften the blow. So, yeah, that's my defense. That's James defense, in my words.
I don't know how you missed this guy at all, but Lathan Crowley. He was a transfer from Holy Cross.
Well, that's probably why.
He had 56 tackles last year.
That's actually really decent.
Yeah, and I think that's actually I think that's one of their better pickups, honestly, in the portal in this season. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something to write home about, is what I'm trying to say. Secondary here and there. They didn't really bring in a big guy transfer-wise. Isn't a big name. They did bring in Terrence Jones, though, from Fordham. He had 47 tackles and 6 pass breakups last year. So he's definitely he's a talented guy, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
at the end of the day,
not too much to write home about.
So they're probably gonna.
I'm looking at this team. I don't even know how they were good last year.
Really?
I'm gonna be quite frank with you.
What?
L. Frank Baum, writer of The Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Like, I'm being frank with you.
This is another 10-2 team. In my opinion, James Madison 7-1 in the Sun Belt, with losses to Georgia Southern and UConn at the end of the year.
Well, the James Madison Dukes, as much as I love to hate them, also are a 10-2 team. They are not at the top of their division, though. But they do go 7-1 in the Sun Belt. They lose to San Diego State week 3, which I'm sure I'm going to love to dissect and prove my point with that when we get to the Pac-12. And they lose to Old Dominion, which I will also love to get to when we get there.
Of course you do. You would love to get to Old Dominion. Unfortunately, that's not for quite some time. First, we got to go to the Bayou.
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana. Michael DeSormo.
The next 3 teams are from Louisiana.
Yep. No, we got one from West Virginia. Oh, do you have
the next 3?
Yeah, do you have Louisiana Monroe also on here? Okay, I have them as UL Monroe, so
yeah.
I'll move them up. Okay. Yeah, then we'll have Marshall, then we'll have ODU. Okay. Michael DeSormo is back for a 5th season after a sharp drop off from his 3rd to his 4th. QB room has been gutted, but there's one man left. He's going to fill your gut. It's lunchtime in Lafayette. Lunch Winfield. He's a physical runner.
What?
Showed a lot last year. He just needs to work on his actual passing and not forcing throws in places where they shouldn't be.
I'm at a loss of words right now.
Yeah. Running back room has plenty of unproven pieces. Leader of the room is a redshirt sophomore in Steven Blanco, but redshirt freshman Darrell Smith and J.J. Garner are also expected to get touches with Howard transfer Anthony Reagan, Arkansas State transfer Omarion Brown, and true freshman Corinne Smith also vying for snaps. There's a lot of people apparently who are projected to be getting some touches. So who knows if any of these guys are any good. I do like the Howard transfer. I do like Anthony Reagan. I think that's a very interesting get.
Yes, I think I wrote down that he could honestly be a dark horse for that running back, starting back position. Honestly, at Louisiana, like that's a really good pickup for the Raging Cajuns.
6'4", former LSU 5-star commit Shelton Sampson returns. He'll make the preseason All-SEC first team. Behind him is pretty pedestrian, I'd say.
It's a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of mid.
I think I made this one when the Athlon, or it was Phil Steele's. It wasn't the conference putting out the teams. It was Phil Steele putting out the preseason teams.
Yeah.
So they did have a fourth team and a third team, and Caden Jensen, the tight end, did make the fourth team, and 2 little linemen made the second. So.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
Because Caden Jensen's obviously there's no way he's not starting. Honestly, again.
But both those linemen who did make that second team were hurt over the spring, so already
that's good to know.
Some wear and tear issues. Not amazing. Didn't help that they stayed
not at
wide in
all.
the portal and are pretty thin at most positions. I'm not in love with what's going on in Louisiana right now.
No, it's okay because they have Jamarion Gooch.
The big gooch.
The Gooch.
Do you have anything else on the offense?
No, I didn't really have much else on the offense.
Okay. I think the only interesting piece left on the D-line is Fitzgerald West Jr. Made the preseason second team. Linebacker room looks pretty deep, but no guy really stands out. I'm sure someone will emerge from that group. But it's kind of like the running back room. I mean, one of those guys has to pan out, right? So,
Yeah.
In the secondary, Brent Gordon Jr. leads the room as an all Sunbelt preseason first team honoree. I think that was also from Phil Steele. And safety Moran Eliam made the second team. So, 2 good players, but the quarterbacks can always just not throw it their way and eliminate the threat because it's not a very deep room.
You know, I was going to say, obviously, their D-line linebackers, just a whole lot of left out of there. But, the linebacker room, it's basically just going to, like you said, the running back room. Like, somebody's going to have to prove himself. They did bring in a transfer from East Texas A&M by the name of Tito Chicory for the D-line, who was previously at Fresno State. He 12 games, 23 tackles, 2 sacks. Could be a decent run stopper, honestly, if I had to guess.
Okay.
He's an edge though, so you know, he may not be the fastest, but they can move him around though. I feel like he's definitely the kind of guy that can move around.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be. I want to say I don't think it'll be terrible, but it probably will end up being a terrible defense. So, it really sucks. Linebackers look fine, I guess, maybe. I think teams will be eating Winfield for lunch, unfortunately. So, with that, Louisiana, I have going 1-11.
Oh.
Starting off the season on the wrong foot, losing to a very promising FCS program in Lamar.
Like Lamar Jackson.
They have a dude whose last name is McCown, I think. Yeah, McCown as their quarterback. I don't know if he's related to the other.
Is he related to the journeyman quarterback, Josh McCown.
Yeah, Josh McCown, Owen McCown, all of them. I'd actually have to check.
Grayson McCall.
But I do have Louisiana's only win coming against Arkansas State in Week 5
Wow.
to start off conference play.
That's a yikes from me.
So while you do that, I'm going to find out
Well.
if this guy is related to the McCown family of quarterbacks.
Well, I don't have them going 1-11. I have them going 6-6, 4-4 in the Sun Belt. With, I guess we can do wins. I have them beating Lamar. I have them beating UAB. They beat Louisiana Tech. They beat South Alabama and UL Monroe. So I mean, they just beat down on the teams that from the past in the Sun Belt typically haven't been doing well at all.
I have confirmation. Aiden McCown
And?
is the son of 17-year NFL veteran quarterback Josh McCown and brother of UTSA and Colorado quarterback Owen McCown.
Because why is he not?
Because
Why
it's
wouldn't
Aiden
he?
freaking McCown. And he's gonna
He's going to go to the
he's gonna
NFL
beat
and
up
play
on
for
North
30
River
teams.
FCS program.
He's going to play for all 32 NFL teams.
Him and Josh
Let it
Johnson
be
have a
known.
battle. All right, I guess we're going to Monroe then, aren't we?
Yep.
I guess so, yeah.
ULM was doing so good last year to start the year off. They were like 5-1 or something. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, they were doing a lot better than I feel like a lot of people expected them to.
Yeah, then fate regressed them back to the mean. The team fell apart. They probably could have been in contention for the Sun Belt championship game if it didn't go so poorly that second half of the year.
Oh, no, never. I mean, they started off 3-1, and then they lost to Northwestern, Coastal Troy, Southern Miss, ODU, South Alabama, Texas State,
Yeah.
and yeah. Oh my
So
goodness.
New offensive coordinator is from JUCO, Iowa Central Community College in Jesse, Montana.
Mm-hmm. I have heard of Iowa Central a lot. So
Aiden Armenta is the quarterback once more. I think this is his third year. I think he took over 2 years ago, like midway through the season.
yeah, I think so.
I think it was in front of General Booty. I think he took over for General Booty 2 years ago and hasn't looked back.
I would have looked back.
Wow.
Well, that
the
running back room is-
going. So,
That running back room is nothing to write home about either.
no,
By the way,
running back one is Don Chaney, who's a seventh-year journeyman across the FBS ranks. So, one thing about Aiden Armenta, he really needs to improve his ball security and his decision making because he cannot be having those issues in year 3 of starting
No.
for a college football FBS program. At wide receiver is looking all right. I mean, Nick Trujillo.
they did bring back. Yeah, they brought back Nick Trujillo. So
I think the depth that they return is good enough. Like,
I,
maybe we get some good players here. That might UL Monroe might be able to air out the ball as long as Aiden Armenta does well.
well, that's a lot of ifs and buts.
Yeah. Aiden Armenta needs to actually do something if UL Monroe, and I think he can. I really do like Aiden Armenta.
But
Yeah, the O-line includes first team honoree AJ Vincent. I think that was that was Phil Steele's version. I don't know where he is on the actual one. The rest is unproven.
that's amazing for them. Even for tight end, even for their tight end, actually, it's very question marky because I think I wrote down that I think Bryce Anderson, the Memphis transfer, is going to be the starting tight end. But even then, he's listed as a balanced tight end, but he had 17 targets last year.
Oh.
That screams blocking. So
Maybe just didn't get a whole lot of snaps.
maybe.
D-line, defense. X factor of the D-line is a man from, Hines Community College in Micah Hampton, a.k.a. Woo. His nickname's Woo. He's pretty versatile. I think we'll probably be hearing a lot from Woo. It's a pretty thin unit. So he's probably going to be having to play a whole lot of everything.
Yeah.
Noah Flemings leads the linebacker room. He made the preseason first team, according to Phil Steele. Then another community college guy, Ricky Banks, could also emerge here alongside fifth-year senior Kelby Holmes. So, linebacker room, honestly, not looking too terrible. And then Jabari Tiller leads the secondary, making the Phil Steele third team. And Carl Fontroy will accompany him in that great safety room. But
what I will tell you right
now,
now,
going to get burned again because they're relying on more JUCO guys.
What I will tell you right now, well, I'll tell you two things. The first thing is if Noah Flemings is having a bad game, the entire front sevens is getting ran through the entire time.
Okay.
Also, another thing, a lot of, from what I've learned in the past bit at least, is there is a lot of JUCO recruitment in the Sun Belt.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. So, and a lot of it is unproven or it's proven talent. Went down to JUCO for one reason or another, blah, blah, blah. Or it's just guys that didn't play at a P4 program, want to go get the film, stuff like that. So, you know, I'm not one to ever doubt somebody just because they went the JUCO route.
Okay. That's true, because, I mean, I probably could, like, I'm not an athlete, but I could have gone, like, to hypothetically, a P4 program, but it just it made sense academically to go to JUCO, go to community college.
Yeah.
So, that could also play into a factor. They could just be a student.
Mm-hmm.
We are playing college football at the end of the day, so.
Yeah, this isn't NFL, this is college
Well,
football.
I didn't come here to play school.
That's true.
Cool.
Let's go. Oh, man, who said that? It was Ohio State.
I thought it was Alabama.
Cardale Jones.
It's probably both of them at some
It was
point.
Cardale.
Oh.
Didn't come to play school. They're here. Why should we have to go to class if we came here to play football? We ain't come to play school. Classes are pointless. Cardale Jones, the 5th of October, 2012, 8:43 a.m. on Twitter. Oh my god.
Perfect.
So funny. I like some of these players on ULM's roster. I just think the depth is gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So with that, UL Monroe is going 5-7, 4-4.
Okay.
With wins against Southeast Louisiana,
Louisiana.
a shocker against Troy, Southern Miss, obviously, Louisiana, and a little brother fighting up above their weight class to beat Big Brother, and then App State.
All right.
Wins against
Well-
State?
Yes. Whatever.
I have UL Monroe going a good old 2-10
That's fair.
with a 1-7 record in the conference. So they do get a conference win.
Is it Southern Miss?
Well, first of all, they beat Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah.
And their conference win is South Alabama.
Whoa, okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
The heck? Okay.
So yeah, that's really all I had for UL Monroe.
Well, I guess we're just headed to Ruston, Louisiana, and going to Louisiana Tech.
Welcome to the Sun Belt.
Despite how amazing it would be, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs will not be playing a 20-game schedule this year.
I'm very unfortunate
As
that
of
they're
July
not. You know, I
1st,
feel
they
like
are officially Sun Belt members. Welcome to the Sun Belt, Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
I feel like they could definitely have handled the 20-game schedule.
Looking at this team, no. I think maybe like Ohio State could. Maybe like a Georgia.
Really, I don't even think they
Because
could do
their
that.
backups could probably, if they just schedule like Notre Dame.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
schedule Notre Dame, schedule like Notre Dame.
But like
Then
schedule like Notre Dame.
yeah, then they'd be fine. Anyways, fifth-year head coach Sonny Cumbie leads his CUSA contending team a year ago into the much more physical Sun Belt. The problem is he hasn't really had a wonderful tenure since taking the helm until last season. They had a really good season last year. He's taken a pay cut to contribute more money to the NIL during this transition. Which
good for him.
I'm a big fan of when I see that NIL fund go up, especially in lower conference teams. So, offensive coordinator is a promoted O-line coach in Nathan Young, so don't expect any more air raid. The QBs are pedestrian in Blake Baker and Trey Kukic. They'll manage, even if Baker is coming back from a knee injury. The running back room had incredible years last year at Kaiser University in the NAIA and North DeSoto High School. So those are your two running backs. I don't know.
That's really fun for them.
I don't know what that entirely means for the running room. I mean, the good thing is Baker and Kukic are scramblers. At least one of them. At least one of them is. I think they might both be. You worry about the knee injury for Baker if it's going to affect his mobility, but
I'm sure.
Mobility, we'll talk about him later, like next week, I think.
Yeah. Next week.
Anyways, lots of shuffling around in the wide receiver room. Lots of unknowns. One prospect I do like is former 4-star from Oklahoma State, Talon Shetron. Sorry. And then returning tight end Eli Finley is huge. I mean,
Huge.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't jump ship or even, like, he could have maybe gotten drafted. I think he's a good player.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me watching a whole lot of Weekday CUSA last year, seeing Eli Finley pop up a bunch.
I didn't read a whole lot about the good old Bulldogs. They did bring in transfers in the receiver room within Jalen Mickens and Marcus Cowwise, though. That I am a big fan of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Marcus Cowwise, 32 catches, 417 yards on 60 targets. So I mean that's a bit concerning now that I look at it. It's almost a 50% catch rate.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He's not the only guy out there. I mean, like,
No.
look at South Carolina. They had Nick Harbor for, like, forever. I mean, they were doing pretty well with Nick Harbor on the team, and he couldn't catch a football. There were other people on the roster. So, anyways, O-line kind of seems thin, but they do have a couple of big guys that they return and then bring in a few, too. Defensive line also looks pretty thin. So the trenches are going to be a bit of an issue for Louisiana Tech. But linebacker, you get Colby Fields, crown jewel of the defense, 2025 preseason CUSA Defensive Player of the Year. Got hurt early in the season against UTEP. He was replaced by Jaden Mayfield. He stepped up in his absence. He also returns after being freshman all-conference last year. And then that group is rounded up by Zarek Hill, a younger, quicker, smaller Mike with promise. So I really did like the linebackers that they have on this team. And then secondary, gutted. I don't know who's going to step up. But
I could tell you who would maybe step up for that because I didn't write anything about their defense. I don't know why, but looking at it, there's front seven, specifically actually their D line. It's good that they brought back some guys, but I mean, they didn't bring in a single transfer that I see at least.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not a good sign. However, their secondary brought in MJ Multry II and Ty Jones, both transfers. Do I know from where? No. But 53 tackles and 64 tackles at
keep an eye on
safety positions.
Yes.
Definitely guys you're going to want to keep an eye on.
Yes. With that, I have Louisiana Tech going 8-4, 6-2 in the
Oh
Sun
my
Belt.
goodness.
An incredible jump. Also because they play in the Sun Belt West. With only losses to LSU, Baylor, South Alabama, and ending the year against Georgia Southern.
Oh. Given the fact that they have jumped ship from Conference USA into the Sun Belt. arguably a harder conference, even though they're in the easier half of the conference. I have them going 5-7, 3-5 in conference play.
Still pretty good.
I do think part of that has to do with just the fact that Conference USA and Sunbelt play styles are two completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's almost a little it's like a half adjustment year for them. I think they'll get some of it, but at the same time, it's like it's all new to them. It's completely different teams, completely different schemes as well. That rhymes.
See, I was thinking that, and then I'm like, hold on, this is probably a little bit like straying, a little bit of a reach, but Army went from being an independent to going to the American, and then immediately dominated. That was the year that both Army and Navy were incredibly good. The first year that they were both incredibly good.
I remember that, yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't think it's terribly out of the question, especially with the conference schedule they're given, to run roughshod through the Sun Belt West.
On that note, I have Louisiana Tech beating Northwestern State. I have them beating the Army team we literally just mentioned, actually. Yep. I have them beating UL Monroe. They go on a bit of a losing streak, and by that I mean they lose 2 games. Then they surprisingly, well, actually not surprisingly, but they upset Troy. And then they beat Southern Miss in week 11.
All right.
Yo, wait, what's that in the sky? I hear some thunder.
Oh, that's just the herd.
The
thundering herd of Marshall. They were really good for like 3 games last year, and ODU just was.
Yeah, I know they were. Yeah, I know. I hated every single second of that game.
And what was the only reason for that? Offensive Player of the Year.
God, I wonder why.
Preseason Offensive Player of the Year, Carlos Del Rio Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs to develop his arm, and he's going to.
This is the all-name team.
Meet these standards. You got.
The all-name team.
They also have Zion Turner here, which I don't know why they got him. He's like not good. So they bring in West Georgia's T.J. Lester. Good combo, speed and power. If he doesn't work out, you get Jaquez Keys from who was a Kentucky commit at one point before spending 2 years at community college. So that's something to keep in mind. O-line coach brought one of his D2 guys in. Logan Greer was all conference last year. And Xavier Bosley is a 6'4", 310-pound WVU transfer who can make an immediate impact on the line. And then in the spring game, we saw flashes from wide receivers Xavion Turner-Bradshaw and Christian Hamilton.
Let's see my notes one more time. Marshall Thundering Herd. Yeah, obviously Carlos Del Rio Wilson, a heck of a player. Obviously, a huge part of their couple-game stretch where they seemed like they could go on a tear and win the Sun Belt, and then they didn't.
Yeah.
Joshawn Barbie, he looks like he'll be the running back 1 in that room. They did bring in a transfer from Kentucky. I'm sure he'll get some play time in the name of Jamarian Wilcox. But, I mean, Joshawn Barbie's the only back in that system, or the only back who was there who kind of played in that system last year. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, 50 carries isn't a whole lot to talk about, but he had the second most rushing yards on that team.
Okay, that's fair.
So, yeah. In the receiver room, they brought back their number 1 guy, I believe. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. All of them came back but their number 1 guy, Marcus Lacey. He went on and graduated. But they did bring in a VMI commit by the name of Owen Swiney. He had 43 catches for 718 yards over 11 games at VMI. So,
VMI, awesome.
And then they did bring in, obviously, WVU, Christian Hamilton. So, in-state guy, going to another school.
Yep.
And then tight end. Did I write about tight end? Yeah, I just said tight end's going to be Toby Payne. He's a returning starter. So.
All right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to love about the Marshall offense. I think it's definitely going to be one of the best in the Sun Belt.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the defense, do not like this at all, actually. The staff underwent a near complete overhaul. They bring back a great former defensive coordinator of theirs in Brad Lambert. He was there a couple of years ago, maybe more, when Marshall was, like, really good.
Yeah.
On the defensive side, they bring in a big guy in B.J. Carter from Iowa State. But that's really the only guy I loved when I was researching them. Like, this was probably a couple weeks ago at this point. Because I don't have any of the rankings on here. So everything got blown up for good reason. Transfers are mostly unproven. I think this is going to be a very similar year to last, but they should at least make a bowl game.
Yeah, no, the only guy they really held on to in the front seven was JaVale Gilmore. That's really it at linebacker. And then DB, sorry. They kept their starting nickel and corner from last year by the names of Boogie Trotter and Dateon Smith. Yeah, this is really the all-name team. And they also brought back Caleb Clark Glover. He was a strong safety. Last year, he had some notable. He played a bit. I mean, he showed up in all 12 games at some capacity.
That's good.
I couldn't tell you how much reps he had last year.
I had to guess.
Yeah. And then their transfers aren't a whole lot to write about. They did bring in a guy by the name of Braden Hall. I don't know what school he's from. He had 45 tackles as a corner. So definitely an interesting guy. 6 pass breakups as well. So it's going to be fun to watch.
All right. I have the Marshall Thundering Herd going 7-5. That defense lack thereof really hindering their potential. With losses to Penn State, James Madison, South Alabama, ODU, and Georgia Southern.
Well, I feel like this is the closest we're going to be for a while in terms of records. I have them going 9-3, with me going 6-2 in the Sun Belt. As lackluster as the depth of that defense is, I will say that offense does look really good. It is definitely going to be a huge piece for them. However, I have their losses being Penn State, James Madison, and Coastal Carolina.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself.
Or should I just let you talk?
I've been making a name for myself. Or what's the line? I'm about to make a name for myself.
That is the line.
I've been waiting for this for I've been waiting for this moment for a month. And now, here it is. The Old Dominion Monarchs from Norfolk, Virginia. I'm going to go off my notes here and obviously off the dome for a bit. They did promote Cody Cook. He was the quarterback's coach. He is now the offensive coordinator. So congratulations to Coach Cook. They did lose standout star from the Sun Belt. I believe he was second team All Sun Belt. Colton Joseph, he transferred to Wisconsin. Great for him. They did have Quinn Hennikel start in the bowl game against USF. He won the bowl game. He had a great bowl game. And they brought in a transfer from Washington State by the name of Jackson Potter. So that quarterback battle is one to look out for. Because I couldn't tell you who's going to start as well. They're both great for some of the Sun Belt, in my opinion. They did lose their star back in Traquan Jones. It was a weird transfer for him, but he went to Tulsa, I believe. But Devin Roche seems like the guy to step up. He is the running back. I'm pretty sure he's the kick returner as well, or he's the punt returner. He's a heck of a player. Dude, great back. He's definitely
I was sneezing.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah, Devin Roche is definitely he's the heck of a player. He was running back 2 last year. Did actually get some pretty good reps. He got very notable reps as well for the Monarchs last year. And then Markai James is going to fill in at some points, I would assume, given that he got some notable reps as well for the Monarchs last year. They did lose a good bit of depth at the receiver position. Obviously, big name is from that room, at least being Trey Brown. He went to LSU. Ja'Cory Thomas going to Vanderbilt. And then Naeem Abdul-Rahim Gladding, name of the year, going to Maryland. However, they didn't really address that position a whole lot. They did bring in Kendall Harris from Mercer. He did do a good bit during the spring game, which was very good to see from him. So I'm excited for that. Their tight end position is not something to write home about, however. They lost Jalen Butler to the portal. He went to Kansas. They lost Dawson Johnson. He went to Tulane. Trey Lancaster graduated. So Carl Peterson, the guy who hasn't done a whole lot for the Monarchs, is set to be the starter. Either him or Leon Houghton Jr. for Maryland, but that is about it. Oof. All right, Nick, you can go now for the offense at least.
All right, I actually have a couple of stuff that you didn't mention. I was very interested. I was very surprised. I just want to mention that Cody Cook is a former Heupel disciple. Worked under Josh Heupel. Kevin Decker had dipped for Memphis. I don't know if you said that. You probably did. But
yeah, Kevin Decker, he went to Memphis.
Yeah. Cody Cook's father-in-law, Michael Smith, is the new wide receivers coach.
Mm-hmm. Michael Smith. He was the coach for Jordy Nelson back when he was in college, believe it or not. So
that's fun. Okay, so yeah, that was something I had. Just a little bit of a note on Hennikel versus Potter. I mean, Oscar and I have talked about this so much between who we like over Potter and Hennikel ever since they bagged Potter. I'm like, this is a really interesting battle, and I really don't know who I like more. But
it's going to be very interesting. So go ahead.
Potter had a very interesting year last year. He beat the brakes off of one of the best defensive units in the G6 last year in San Diego State. But then he got benched after a 3-interception half against North Texas. So like, it was so strange. I think he's a better passer than Hennikel, like pure passer.
See, but
Hennikel is so much better of a rusher. Like, Potter's a negative rusher. Like, I think he had negative rushing yards last year. He just got sacked. So
what I will say is if they keep the same offensive scheme as last year, which I believe they are, I don't think a whole lot's changing with Cook going to OC, regardless of him being the former quarterback coach.
I wrote that it was going to be more balanced passing attack from what I could tell.
If they keep the same scheme, though, I feel like Hennikel definitely has a lot more running for him, no pun intended, to be the starting quarterback. But like you were saying, we have talked about this a lot since they bagged Potter. And I am very, very excited to see who's going to get that starting role.
Yeah. If you were in any standing with Coach Cook or Coach Ronnie to tell him to instill a 2-quarterback system, I would heavily plead you to, but I don't think either of us are in any position to make that call. But I would love to see Hennikel go out there for like short yardage sets, or even just like
a really good bowl game, actually,
like what Central Michigan did last year. It would have been. I would have been very intrigued. I think it would be, in my opinion, the best possible outcome because both of them are so good at what they do. But I guess it's whoever develops the other person's skill, like okay enough to be where they won't miss.
I will say Hennikel did look better than Potter during the spring game, but that could also just be he knows the playbook more, because I don't think the playbook changed a whole lot either, given the fact that all they did was promote within. So if it was up to me, which it isn't, but if it was, I would have Hennikel start over Potter. But I also feel like it's really hard to do that because you brought a transfer in, and it's not like he was a freshman or anything. He started the season for Washington State, so I'm really excited to see who they have starting week 1 against Norfolk State.
Yeah, we could keep talking about this for a while, but we'll keep going. Offensive line in front of Devin Roche and Mordecai James is kind of a patchwork from what I could tell. No FBS experience as far as I'm aware. No returning starters. And then the wide receiver room is very similar. A lot of young guys from FCS schools or high school recruits. So,
Zion Agnew's not too bad, I promise.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Defense.
Defense time. They did lose Chris Trinidad. He did declare for the draft. I believe he went to the Bills minicamp, which a guy I work with, huge Bills fan, So he was really happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
They do bring back a good bit of that room, though, within DeAndre Lynch and Chris Forbes. And they bring in the best name for ODU, Bucci Farmer from App State. You guys got Gucci, we got Bucci.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I had him written down. I was hoping I'd be the one to say it, but I'm glad that you reciprocate my feelings about Bucci Farmer.
Yeah, I loved the Bucci Farmer pickup. I watched a lot of this guy's film as well. So it was a lot of it. So I mean, I'm in love with the guy's name, and his film. It definitely.
Just cricket.
No, but it was a really good pickup, though, in my opinion. And then obviously the linebackers, they do lose Jaleel to UCF, and then they lost Seth Noatola. He graduated, so may he have fun. And then obviously Keyshawn Thomas to App State. Jackson Forrest, though, is coming back. I mean, he had a heck of a season for being he was, I believe, a freshman last year, something like that. Freshman, sophomore last year. He had a heck of a season. They do bring in a couple of transfers, a couple of guys from high school. But, Jackson Forrest, Mario Thompson's coming back huge because he is, he from what I know, at least he's going to be taking a huge step forward in his Old Dominion defense, which I think the entire defensive staff came back, which is great.
Love to see it.
And then we go to the secondary. Jeremy Mack Jr. graduated. Jerome Carter, he went to Clemson, which is wow. ODU to Clemson. But they do bring back Mario Easterly, Zion Frank, and Brandon Crutchfield. All three of those guys were in the rotation at some point throughout the season and did a whole lot for them, especially Mario Easterly. He is a character in the best way possible.
From what I could tell, I think he's the best player on ODU.
Mario Easterly is, in my opinion, actually, I think he's the best player, honestly, for ODU this year. And he's definitely a character, but in like the best way possible. Not like his character concerns, I promise.
Okay, good. You have anything else for us?
Go Monarchs. Roll Narcs.
Yeah, I reciprocated your thoughts on Chris Forbes and Bucci Farmer. I was not as stoked on the linebacker room, but I'm also not close to the program. So all I saw was Koa Nautala.
I don't know how I forgot to talk about him. He's definitely going to be. He's a guy who he didn't play a whole lot. His brother did, but I mean, if it runs in the family, then you watch out for Koa.
And then I have a man by the name of Javon Bally in the defensive backfield as a player to look out for.
He transferred from Syracuse, yes.
Mm-hmm. Other than that,
Yes.
Same guys, Mario Easterly, Zion Frank. So, yeah. Looking like a good defense. I'm just worried about the linebackers. At least I was worried about the linebackers because I didn't see a whole lot that I liked, but you clearly do. So
this is just what I get from going to the spring game.
Yeah.
Would you like to start with the record?
I can start with a record.
I have my records done now, so I can join in.
Fun. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Save it for the end?
No, I will actually. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if Oscar wanted me to do ODU.
Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Wait, that rhymed.
So I do have Old Dominion going 7-5. 5-3 in the Sun Belt. Losses to VT, James Madison. I know it stinks. I'm so sorry. Georgia Southern, Louisiana Tech, and then UConn.
I think the only one I could fully disagree with is Louisiana Tech, but
Okay.
I rest my case. Regardless, I have your Sun Belt East team being the Old Dominion Monarchs going 10-2 and 7-1 in the Sun Belt.
12-0, 1 in the Natty. That's what you're supposed to say.
No, I tried keeping my bias away as much as possible, honestly. And I mean, because their schedule is not easy by any means, but I feel like this team, they did lose pieces, but they also didn't lose as much as a lot of other teams in the conference. They do lose to Virginia Tech, however, and their only other loss comes against Marshall.
Marshall, interesting. You don't think you can over firepower the it's basically just outscore Marshall was what you have to do against Marshall this year. Just have the better offense. You don't think you have a better offense?
Yeah, you win any game by outscoring a team. So
yeah, but like you don't have to worry about the defense. You just gotta like the defense is.
I feel like that game would be. I feel like that was gonna be a shootout. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, there goes all the fun. Now we can just go to every other team, I guess.
South Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
USA, led by Major Applewhite. What a name. He was really the only thing notable about the Jaguars 2025 season. But they return a very intriguing dual-threat quarterback in Bishop Davenport. You?
Me?
That's not your name. You're not Bishop Davenport.
Yes, they do bring back the Bishop Davenport.
Kentrell Bullock is off to the NFL, unfortunately. Next man up is Keenan Phillips. He was preseason All-Sun Belt, second team. He got a lot of play for how successful Bullock was, so I think he'll take the transition pretty seamlessly. And then wide receiver room is headlined by Anthony Eager, who was also second team. He was a very conservative option last year. Holding plenty of receptions.
He missed the spring game.
That he did. He'll likely be asked to step into a bigger role this year, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then behind him are intriguing true freshman wideouts in Dominic Smith and Katori Marion. And then the offensive line, it looks good in some parts with 2 second-team selections, but lacks in other positions. I think it's a lack of proven depth. That's my issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, hold on. Sorry. Dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, obviously they did lose Kentrell Bullock. I think Keenan Phillips, honestly, is going to be that next guy up, which wouldn't be surprising. He was basically the second best back on that team. So it makes sense for him to step up. Anthony Eager, obviously, I tried finding the injury, and all of it's just undisclosed injury for missing the spring game.
That's
kind
of concerning.
Well, no, sometimes you want to keep your cards close.
I think that's fair.
Especially that early. Like, you don't want to say, it's just like... You don't want to let people know. I did want to say this name, though. Miller McCrumbie is going to be your tight end.
Miller McCrumbie.
Miller McCrumbie will be your tight end.
Oh, that's a great name.
Really all I had written about this offense. It's not a whole lot to write about, honestly.
I think it's simple. Like, they've got their guys.
Yeah.
They've got some guys that I think can make steps. They've got Bishop Davenport, who I think is a breakout candidate in terms of the quarterbacks in this conference. So, I think South Alabama will do just fine on offense. In terms of the defense, I think the edges, they're fine. They got one good piece in all Sun Belt honorable mention, Terrell Johnson Jr. I'm interested in the linebackers. It was a very interesting, or not wow group from an outsider's perspective, but their new defensive coordinator, Todd Orlando, was a defensive coordinator and linebackers coach at USF, and now has the same role.
Really?
So he will probably be focusing on these linebackers, kind of like one-on-one with them. And then in terms of secondary, you got Javon Henderson, who's anchoring it, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. I think the issues from last year will resurface in terms of the secondary. I think that's what could lose them some games.
All right, well, unfortunately, South Alabama is when I started trying to go off just writing about offenses because I had no clue how much time I had left. So I'll talk about their defense a bit, though. Obviously, they lose a good bit of guys on the defensive line to the transfer portal. Did they keep Terrell Johnson? You mentioned his name, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, they kept Terrell Johnson on the edge. They did bring in Macy Lewis from some school. He's also an edge player. He had 12 tackles, 21 hurries, though. and 4 sacks over 11 games. So he may be in the rotation at some point. Linebacker room, also not a whole lot. Oh, my goodness. I actually never looked at this defense. Wow. Well, I did look at it, but guess the only guy that really kept was Caleb Dozier. That's really it. Maybe Parker Shatuk can do something. Or maybe even the transfer, Gavin Taylor. Maybe. Javon Henderson set to be that guy for DB. Oh my goodness, they didn't bring a single transfer for the secondary.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big issue, the secondary. But
Well,
they
that's
are so lucky they're in the Sun Belt West.
That's all I'll speak about their secondary then.
So South Alabama is a borderline not good team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's beating them in the Sun Belt West.
What do you mean by that?
Win against Southeast Louisiana, obviously. Tulane beats the brakes off of them in week 2. Ohio, I'm not entirely sure I can really back them. So I do have South Alabama winning that one. And obviously they don't hang with Kentucky. They're an SEC school. Then they go to conference play. ULM, pretty much having the same issues as they are, but they're ULM. They don't have the coaching. They don't have the tenure. Arkansas State sucks. Marshall probably could beat them, especially with how weak their defense is, but I don't know. I do back South Alabama in that one. Louisiana Tech, growing pains in the Conference USA. I think going on the road to South Alabama could pose a challenge. So I go South Alabama. Louisiana, it's going to be a rough year. Troy, we'll talk about them. I don't throw all that. So I'm going South Alabama on that one. Southern Miss sucks, and then App State, not great. So, South Alabama could escape this year with one loss, probably. I think there's a very good chance they escape with one loss.
That would be very surprising.
In the conference, honestly. Just by being average and having, one major weakness. Because there are a lot of bad teams in the Sun Belt West. So, I'm going 10-2 and making it to the conference championship.
Oh, my goodness. I have South Alabama going 3-9, 2-6 in conference play.
Oh, San Jose State all over again.
We're back to the other side of the pendulum.
Yep.
They beat Southeast Louisiana. Shocker, I know, right?
Yeah.
And then they go on a 1,000,000-game losing streak. They finally beat Louisiana Tech. And then they go on another mini losing streak, and then they beat App State to end the season. Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't be surprised if South Alabama doesn't go 10-2 because there's so much bad in the Sun Belt West. Maybe one team that just I don't see coming completely.
Dude, if they go 10-2, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know. I like a couple pieces on there, which is what I can better than I can say about a lot of Sun Belt West teams. Okay. Including this upcoming one, Southern Miss.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
It's going to be another rough year. They have the least amount of returning production out of anybody. 30 graduates, 30 transfers due to Charles Huff jumping ship for Memphis. I feel so bad because the quarterback is Ethan Hampton, former NIU guy, transferred to Illinois last year, didn't see any play. Or maybe that was 2 years ago. I think it was last year. This is his last year of eligibility. What is he doing in Southern Miss?
I don't know what he possibly could have thought was going to happen going to Southern Miss, but now here he is in his final season of college football.
Yeah.
So
running back room seems pretty average. Robert Briggs returns after a 304-yard rushing season. Former Penn State wide receiver Caden Saunders has landed here after injuries derailed his career. Grant Page will also look to contribute. And then tight end Preston Kilgore comes in from Texas A&M Commerce. Mostly unknowns here. O-lines where Southern Miss got their only starter back. It's Broderick Roman. The rest of it must be replaced.
Yeah, let's say Ethan Hampton, Landry Liddy is definitely going to be a fun quarterback battle because I have that happening.
A quarterback battle, really? You don't think Ethan Hampton is far and away the best quarterback in this room? I mean, he's decent at NIU. He was good enough to go to Illinois.
And do what at Illinois?
I mean,
Throw
Ben
4 passes?
tried, but like, still, he got like they wanted him on the roster.
Anyway, Robert Briggs, that was probably the easiest decision for me to put at running back 1, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
After finding out Jeffrey Pittman wasn't there. Because I was going to write Jeffrey Pittman, I'm like, wait, he seems too good to stay. AJ Little seemed to be their best receiver, in my opinion. Do you want to know where he came from?
Where'd he come from?
Chattanooga.
All right.
Go Noogs.
That says enough.
Yeah.
And then obviously Preston Kilgore, their presumable tight end 1 from East Texas A&M.
Yep. You're
So,
yeah. It is East Texas A&M now. I don't know why I called them Texas A&M Commerce. That was their name like 2 years ago.
mm-hmm.
They recently switched it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm dead naming East Texas A&M. But let's be honest. Texas A&M Commerce has more of a fun. It has more flavor to it than East Texas A&M.
More flavor?
It's like how University of New Orleans is now becoming LSU New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah. So the Privateers, who have been largely incredibly boring in pretty much every sport that I can think of, changing their name. I often forget they exist. Anyways, that's a really I'm sorry, University of New Orleans or LSU New Orleans. That was completely out of hand. They are changing their color scheme though, I think, to the purple and gold.
That was uncalled for LSU New Orleans. Man.
Yeah. Anyways, defense front seven's trash. I really can't find anything good. And then secondary brings in former Buckeye, LSU Tiger, and UCF Knight Jair Brown. Secondary doesn't look terrible.
Sorry, I was grabbing 2 double stuffed Oreos.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look at this defense. Wow, that D-line's just gutted, okay?
Yeah.
That linebacker room. Yeah, they brought in Akron's. They have transfer Melvin Spriggs. Might do something. Secondary, whole lot of transfers all over the board.
Yeah.
Hiroshi Carr could do a bit of something. Did not transfer from an FBS school, but he had 45 tackles last season. And then that's about it. Wow.
Yeah. Should I rip off the Band-Aid?
Yeah.
2-10, 1-7 in the Sun Belt. They beat Alcorn State, and then they get the win over Louisiana at home in Week 8.
All right. Well, this is not a 2-10 season for them, but it's a 4-8 season, so better, but not by much.
No.
It's like putting a Band-Aid over a gunshot wound.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Band-Aid you just took off, though.
Wait, but we're not talking
They
about
beat Alcorn
I
State.
did just rip off the Band-Aid that they put over the gunshot wound.
Mm-hmm. They beat Alcorn State. They proceed to lose 5 straight games. They beat Louisiana. They beat UL Monroe. Lose 2 more. Then they beat South Alabama. So that's how their season will go, in the eyes of
They're
me.
not beating South Alabama.
Wow, you're awesome.
Well, I have them beating South Alabama.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll get on to the last team of the day. Hopefully, we can get this under 2 hours for the for the conference preview part. I don't know. We actually might be pushing 3 hours. That's crazy. Okay. Troy, if you will recall, made the Sun Belt Championship game last year. Still kind of confused by how. This is one of the worst offenses in the conference. Luckily, third-year head coach Jared Parker, I'm not entirely sure. It's a really weird way of spelling Jared. Hired Tarleton State's own Adam Austin, who had pretty good offense in FCS ball. So Troy should be improving in that area. Goose Crowder and Tucker Kilcrease both returned for better or for worse. I think one of them will improve with extra years under the system. It looks like Goose will be the Week 1 starter once again. He's well known for putting his health on the line for the team, breaking his collarbone on the 4th snap of the game in Week 3 against Memphis last year. He's on the All Sunbelt preseason second team, which I don't think I agree with. I don't think
Really?
I don't think he's the second best quarterback in the conference. I would rather have Bishop Davenport.
What about Quinn Henkel?
Or yeah, absolutely. I'd rather have Potter or Hennikel over Crowder. Running game was pretty abysmal last year. They'll be going with last year's backup in Jordan Lovett and Purdue transfer Jaheim Merriweather in the backfield alongside some JUCO transfers. I think it's the X factor of the offense here. It's already looking good with Jordan Lovett making that second team all conference. If they succeed with this running game, find that bell cow. Hopefully it is Jordan Lovett. Then I think the rest of the offense, which doesn't look great behind due to a mass exodus in the wide receiver room, maybe that can get hidden behind a great run game.
Maybe not.
It's not a great groom of wide receivers, so it's still going to be pretty difficult to hide that glaring weakness. Offensive line, not entirely where it needs to be, but there is some hope from spring practice buzz. What do you think? What say you?
Excuse me. Well, I highlighted their new offensive coordinator, Adam Austin from Tarleton State, 222. The quarterback battle between Goose Crowder. I gave Tucker Gilchrist the edge, though, over Goose Crowder. Once this low yet.
Last year I had Goose Crowder 132nd in my quarterback rankings and Tucker Gilchrist 43rd. So it wasn't a terrible difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a gut feeling about this. I mean, I'm sure it could go either way, though. So it'll be exciting to see. Obviously, Jordan Lovett, he's going to be the next man up in that running back room. So good luck to him. That's all I'll say. Yeah, that mass exodus is definitely going to be not that fun in the wide receiver room. The only transfer that I see that they brought in, though, was TJ Lott from Old Dominion, who didn't do a whole lot at Old Dominion.
TJ Watt.
So.
Not TJ Watt. TJ Watt.
Yeah, not like the battery pack.
Yeah. On the defensive side, Troy was an above average side, but they lost most of everything. They attacked the linebacker position in the portal. That group looks solid. There's a lot of good pieces there. Their preseason Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year, Donnie Smith, he plays the bandit position. He has elite pass rushing ability. The depth behind him is kind of worrying. And then the secondary is thin as paper. It's the most gutted position group on the team. They have some pieces I like Jonathan Penix from Southern Miss, and then a Tennessee man in Marcus Gorey, but I'm still pretty worried. The reason Troy was so good last year is because they beat the teams they should have, and they just got enough. They did enough. They were better than the Sun Belt West.
Yeah.
So,
which isn't a whole lot to ask, though, honestly.
Troy was just the least bad in their division, is what happened last year. So I think we might be overrating Troy a little bit just because they made the championship game last year.
Yeah, no, I don't have much to say about their defense other than the fact that most of it is gone.
Yeah. So with that, I have Troy going a crisp 5-7, missing a bowl game, 6 in the Sun Belt. They beat up on Sam Houston. They beat up on Alabama State. I was considering Alabama State because they are a good
really
in the FCS ranks, but I can't have too many FCS over FBSs. I think I've already had like 3. So I just like being right when that ends up happening because it always does end up happening with some of these bad teams, especially in the right matchup. But their wins come against those 2: Utah State on the road, Southern Miss, Louisiana, and then a 6-game losing streak to end the year.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have your Trojans going, drum roll please. Oh, no drum roll?
We just did.
We did.
Oh, I didn't hear it, but thank you for that then. I have your Troy Trojans going 9-3, 6-2 in the Sun Belt. Yeah, whoa, indeed. Do they lose to Missouri? They lose to James Madison, and they lose to Louisiana Tech. And that is it.
Hasta luego, Troy. Okay, well. Time to go.
Conference standings.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with the East. Let me just remind myself what the East is. Yeah, okay. We'll go with the East first.
Okay.
My East is looking like Coastal Carolina in last, 1-7 in the conference, 2-10 overall. Then we're going App State at 2-6. Georgia State, 3-5. Marshall, 4-4. Old Dominion, 5-3. James Madison, 7-1. And then Georgia Southern, 8-0. Then in terms of
well,
do we want to go?
okay. No, I'll say yeah. Division by division, honestly, yeah, I like that. Sorry. Yeah, well, God, why did this thing have to make it so difficult?
I know. Just gotta remember.
Well, I have Georgia Southern.
Where the school is, and if it's like west of Georgia, then they're west.
Yeah.
East, then they're.
I just think if they're good, then it's East, and if they're bad, then it's.
Well, I have Georgia State going 0-8, 2-10 overall. I'm like looking back through my phone and my computer. I have Georgia Southern going 2-6, 4-8 overall. Am I missing anyone? No, not yet. App State. I have App State going 4-4, 6-6 overall. So 500 across the board. You have Coastal Carolina going 5-3, 7-5 overall. 7-4 teams, I think so. I have James Madison going 7-1, 10-2 overall. And then I have your East Division champs, Old Dominion Monarchs, going 7-1, 10-2 overall.
There you go. Josh.
All right. Now what everyone's here for.
Oh, yes.
Before we answer your questions.
Yeah. Wait, what? All right, let's kick it off with the West. Wait, we're kicking off with the West or the East?
East.
Oh, let's
The
kick
East.
it off with the East. Not off to a good start. All right. Last place, we'll go with. Hold on, let me count.
What?
Last place
What?
is Georgia State at 0-8, 2-10.
Okay.
Hey!
Then we got JMU.
Whoa!
2-6.
Whoa.
in
Whoa.
conference.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That team is
Whoa!
God, that is not cheeks.
That team is cheeks.
That is not cheeks.
All right, whatever. And then next up we got, I believe, Southern. Nope. Yes. Nope. I'm
My
I'm
goodness.
so sorry. Next we have Old Dominion. We have Old Dominion
Oh my
at
gosh.
5-3, 7-5.
Okay.
Okay, they at least make a bowl game.
And then Coastal. Wait. Yes. Coastal 5-3, 6-6. They just got that tiebreaker over ODU.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And then we got Louisiana. Nope. Hold on, I'm really dyslexic. App State at 6-2, 9-3 overall. My second place in the East is Marshall, the Thunder and Herd.
Okay, man.
And then leading the East is Georgia Southern, 7-1, 9-3.
Yes, sir.
Boo.
To the West we go. In seventh and dead last is Louisiana. I'm so sorry, Lunch. pick a better team next time. They lose the tiebreaker to Southern Miss, which is, I mean, anything other than last place for Southern Miss is a really good job.
It's a win.
So they get 6th in the West. Then it'll be Troy getting 5th at a 2-6 record, 5-7 overall. UL Monroe will get 4th in the West, 4-4, 5-7 overall. Arkansas State 3rd, 4-4, 6-6 overall. Louisiana Tech 2nd, 6-2, 8-4 overall, and then the team challenging Georgia Southern in the championship will be South Alabama, 8-0, 10-2.
All right. Well, I have UL Monroe highlighting the bottom of the barrel with 1-7, 2-10 overall. South Alabama not too far behind, or well in front, at 2-6 in the conference, 3-9 overall. Then I have Southern Miss going 3-5, 4-8 overall. Yeah, then I have Louisiana Tech also going 3-5, but 5-7 overall. See, Southern, where was I? Sorry. Is that Louisiana Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Louisiana Tech? Then I have Louisiana going 4-4, 6-6 overall. Louisiana, what other teams have I not talked about? Arkansas State. Arkansas State's the next one. They go 6-2, 7-5 overall. And your West Division champs, Detroit Trojans at 6-2, 9-3 overall.
Okay. So guys.
Great to hear.
Guys. All right, last place in the West is Louisiana Tech, 1-7, 2-10. Fifth place is Troy, 2-6, 4.
Okay.
Then we got UL Monroe with a 3-5, 4-8.
Okay.
Third place, the third placers. Wait, what
Did you say that?
Oh, the fourth place
Yeah.
is Big South Alabama.
Ooh.
3-5, 4-8. Was not liking what I was seeing. Third place.
Clearly.
Third place is Arkansas State, 4-4, 6-6. Second place is Southern Miss.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
All I saw was good things.
What?
And all I heard
Really?
you say was good things.
No. When did I say anything good except for about the secondary?
Dude, no. That offense is elite.
Who is the lead on that offense?
Let me tell you.
Ethan Hampton?
Yeah.
Who's he throwing to?
Hold on.
Who's he throwing to?
I was pleasantly surprised.
Preston Kilgore?
Hold on, my thing is loading.
Oh,
Please explain.
but let it
Southern
load.
Miss.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was thinking, and first of all, they don't have the greatest record of all time. It's 5.
Really?
5-3, 6-6.
6 games is a lot.
First of all, running back Jeffrey Pittman.
Not all of the team.
Oh, is he not?
No.
Brother, just her brother. No, it's fine though, because they got Brandon Hood.
Robert Briggs is projected to be the starter.
Yeah, but Brandon Hood's also there from UMass.
You know what? Sure.
No, bro, they got Caden Saunders
Yeah.
and Mario Sanders.
Okay. And?
What do you mean? And those guys are power forward, amazing guys.
I wouldn't say amazing.
Oh, okay.
I think we might be a little jumping to a few conclusions here, but keep going.
Mm-hmm.
O-line could be better, but it's fine. It's good enough. Defense is could be better. Honestly, the West just sucks.
That's true.
Got a new coach.
All right.
You know, it's hard to get promoted to head coach. You're only your first year on the team.
What, you got hired from another program?
Oh, he was the quarterback's coach. He was offensive coordinator last year
Oh, okay.
for only 1 year, and then he just got
Yeah.
promoted.
That's because the Memphis took their coach.
Because like they were already pretty good.
Mhm.
Well, what happened was Charles Huff went from, I think, Marshall, or Sam Houston. No, Marshall, to Southern Miss for 1 year. Brought all of his guys there, in their like senior year.
Yeah.
They did decent, Southern Miss, I think. I don't know. They did good enough to where he got poached by Memphis, and now they're all headed to Memphis. Everyone just left. So now they're just left with nothing.
Well, that's just what happens.
I'll continue. And the winner of the West. There's one
haven't
team.
mentioned a
There's
team.
one team I haven't mentioned
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. There's one team you haven't mentioned yet.
Dude, we're eating up. It's time to go to lunch.
Oh my no.
6-2, 7-5.
Are you kidding me? Lunch Winfield.
7-5?
Lunch is one man.
Just wait. No, because hold on. Think of a Lunchable.
Okay.
7-5 winning.
Okay.
Maybe we'll drive a funky on, bro.
Dude, bro, you get the Lunchables. You know, the meat sucks, the cheese sucks, the cookies suck. Like you know, like those little like vanilla.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I know little lunch.
Yeah, we know.
But dude, those crackers, bro, dude, like those crackers are elite, and like they carry the whole like that like everyone bought Lunchables, and like.
What?
Dude, they're going to lunch, and like they're making it to dinner.
Is dinner the championship game?
I guess.
All right. Well, who's winning that? It could be 49-0.
So there's one team I haven't mentioned yet. No, I'm just kidding. The winner is. Oh wait. Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
Is ULM or is Louisiana seriously winning the championship?
No,
Who's winning? Georgia Southern?
I accidentally put Marshall was gonna win it, just because my championship is Georgia Southern versus Marshall.
Oh,
But
yeah. Then Marshall wouldn't make it because they lost the.
Yeah.
ugh. All right, Georgia Southern wins it.
All right. Yep. Georgia Southern beats South Alabama. Comes out of the East.
Old Dominion beats Troy.
Wait, I know that one.
Man, you really want to get your get back on Troy, don't you?
Listen, I'm more mad about the fact that Troy made the conference championship over ODU just because ODU was in the East, okay?
Yeah.
I will stay mad about that till the end of time. But I digress.
All right. Well, 2 votes for Georgia Southern, 1 vote for ODU,
And 1 vote for me.
and JMU does not make the conference championship in any of our scenarios. Interesting. Interesting ranking.
Well, they barely missed out for me, but
Yeah,
that's
they
just
barely-
'cause,
yeah,
ODU.
missed out.
It's just because ODU beat them.
They did not barely miss out for me.
We know.
Yeah, we know. We heard.
Guys, can we please start talking about the Open Championship?
Yeah.
I did have a fun little thing to say about that. We're talking about the same thing that Bruno Mars left open. Wait,
The door?
The door. The DORE.
the door. Yes.
All right.
What?
Should I start with my number 5 then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Tom Kim.
Oh.
Plus 8.
Ooh.
Oh.
He is on fire as of late. Won
Yeah.
last week at the Scottish Open.
And then what did he do?
Bro won 1 open.
Off the top of your head.
3rd at the U.S. Open.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Great scrambler. T2 at the 2023 Open Championship. I'll take the hot hand.
Well, I'm not taking Tom Kim with mine. Let me open up my data goals so I don't sound like a dumb poopy head, even though I have stuff written down. Anyway, no, that's not how you spell that name. My number 5 is going to be Wyndham Clark,
Clarky.
winner of the U.S. Open. Huh?
Oh, no.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, he got 4th last year here at the Open. He's rolling right now because he's on a roll. He won the CJ Cup by Byron Nelson. He was 3rd at the Memorial, 5th at the Travelers, and he won the U.S. Open. Need I say more?
All right.
Don't ask me to say more, please.
Yeah, I won't.
In my 5th spot, Alex Albon. Oh, wait.
I really hope that's not the case for your F1 pick.
And my number 5, Wyndham Clark.
Really?
Yeah, Clarky.
Hey!
Look, I'm gonna keep picking this guy until he tells me not to. I mean,
Hey, it's me, Wyndham Clark. Please don't pick me.
oh, all right, never mind. He's no longer on. Okay.
At 4, give me Rosie. Justin Rose. Plus 660.
I put a gummy in my water and I forgot about it.
Oh my god. I love the approach game on Justin Rose. This is only the 3rd time Royal Birkdale has been played on the PGA Tour since the 20th century. So I went to other courses that required similar playing styles to Royal Birkdale, and I found 2 that were semi-close: Sea Island, the Seaside course, and Colonial. Rose has had success at... Sorry, Josh is doing the worm. Rose has had success at Colonial, winning in 2018. I know it was a long time ago, but the most enticing part about this game is that he's gotten 4 top 25s in his last 5 starts and hasn't finished outside the top 15 at any major or the 5th major this season.
Oh, wait, the 5th major?
Yeah, the 5th major.
Oh, wait.
Well,
That's the Puerto Rico.
for my number 4,
No, it is not.
my number 4 is also Justin Rose.
Woo!
So I don't have to say much. Thank you, Nick.
Oscar's had the same pick as someone else every time so far.
Wow, that's 2 times.
Yes, this is true.
All right, my number 4 is Roar. It's the lion. Rah!
I don't think they call him that.
Well, I'm calling him that now.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep picking him until he tells me, and I'm going to keep calling him that until he tells me not to call him that.
Hey, call me that.
He's not Indian.
I don't know tell me how to do a Northern Irish accent.
Just speak like Patty Pimblett.
That's true. You could speak like Patty.
Come on, bro.
See,
got-
it sounds Indian.
You got us. Yeah, okay, shut up.
You look like a scoundrel.
There we go. Oh, no, because that's a
You're
Northern
welcome.
Irish. That's like...
Uh,
Okay. Who's up?
Oh, sorry.
The Sky.
It's been too long, but number 3 is going to be Russell Henley at plus 750. Aside from the obvious part of his game that I mentioned every time I pick him, which is his ability to not miss the fairway, I think his putting has really improved over these last few tournaments. It's why he won. I guess he wasn't sinking putts early at Colonial, but he sunk some really big putts on round 4 that ended up winning him the tournament. And that was at Colonial. That was the Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial, which I mentioned was a correlating course. So, is this an excuse to pick Russell Henley again? Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Top 5. Let's go.
Well, my number 3. It's gonna be Roy McIlroy.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win this one, so like that's why I put him at 3. So I think he'll get a good top 5 performance, but that's really it.
All right. My 3. Should not have been about to do that. Colin Morikawa. Yeah, that's all.
That's so
I'll say.
funny.
And we'll talk after.
What?
What?
We'll discuss.
Okay. My 2 is going to be Scotty Scheffler at plus 132. I can't believe we just saw him miss the cut. You kidding me? That's insane. Just a terrible approach week for him. He is the king of Colonial, so that's, like I said, one of the good course fits. So there should be a good course for him. He's Scotty Scheffler. He's the best on tour. He just doesn't win. That's the problem.
Well, my number 2 is not Scotty Scheffler. It is going to be Matt Fitzpatrick. Let me pull up his data goal stuff before I sound like a dumb poopy butt.
Dude, this guy.
Get to Matt Fitzpatrick. Matt Fitzpatrick. 3 out of the last 4 tournaments he's been in has been T4 or better. The Canadian being he got the lone second. He was T4 at the Open Championship last year. I believe he will improve off of that.
Okay, well, Josh just fell. Josh,
I heard.
You have a pick to make. Stop worming away.
I'm so sorry. My number 2 is the recently cut guy, Mr. Michael Block.
It's on the Champs Tour now.
Oh. Okay, no, it's Scotty Scheffler, obviously. Come on, guys. You wouldn't think I'd actually pick Michael Block.
Obviously, we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say about this guy? He's the best on the tour. He just doesn't win.
No, it's crazy because that's what I said. All right, well, number 1's going to be Roy. Nope.
Oh,
It's Matthew Fitzpatrick.
dude, I'm so proud of you right now.
This is like my second time ever picking him to win. The first time was when I had no research and decided to take a shot in the dark. This time, I'm confident. Matt Fitzpatrick is winning the Open Championship. Hi. I do have one thing to add to what Oscar already said. It was basically everything that was in my notes, so he kind of ruined everything. That's a lie, Oscar.
You're welcome.
You saved me a lot of words, but his approach game is ridiculous. His scrambling is great too, and he has 3 wins this year. So that's what I have to add alongside the 3 top 5s from the last 4, and then his T4 in the last Open Championship.
Well, my winner is going to be Tiger Woods. No, I'm kidding. It's not going to be Tiger Woods.
It's not even here. There's a guy named Tiger in the field.
Is it
Tiger
really?
Christensen.
Yeah, it's not going to be him. It's going to be Scotty Scheffler. It's going to be the golfer of golf right now. Obviously, missed the cut last week. Really surprising. But I feel like he bounces back in a huge way this weekend. You know, he won here last year, so he can definitely go back to back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Josh, would you like to regale us on who your winner is?
I mean, I could. Everyone already knows, though.
Yeah.
Matthew! Hello! Hi, I'm Matt Fitzpatrick from Icy Hot. I don't know what I'm saying.
Dude, what?
Dude, yeah, he's won 3 times, and he's won 3 times this year, top 5, you know.
Okay, we already said everything. Okay. Last place, y'all. For me,
Ooh,
I'm going to go Joe Dean. He's the man who's gone viral for taking the final spot in the Open Championship field. He was a former delivery driver. He's quoted as saying, quote, I always...
He's quoted as saying... Did he say
No.
quote?
Quote, I always perform well in one-round events, end quote. That was actually a summary. I don't think it's the exact quote. But basically,
That's probably not the exact quote.
the last chance qualifier was a one-round event. So, unfortunately, while his qualifier was 1 round, this tournament is 4 if he gets lucky. A couple of top 10s recently, but a lot of bad.
I don't even see him on here.
You're, what, Joe Dean?
Well, my last place pick is just going to be, based off the name, David Duval. Duval. No, but in all seriousness, he had the worst odds as well for anything to happen for him this weekend. So, that speaks for itself.
That's true. Doesn't look like his odds are very good.
All right.
They were not.
Oh, I'm hate watching again. Ever since Michael Block left, there's been a block-sized hole in my heart.
Oh.
So I'm gonna replace it with FIFA La Poquita.
I knew you'd take FIFA.
Dude, because FIFA's playing against Spain in the World Cup. So
In the final.
Josh, you picked him last time at the Masters.
yeah. Yeah, I said about
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. That's why I'm saying I hate watching.
Yeah.
Except he's my guy.
Yeah. At the same time, he's your guy. All right.
Mhm.
Oddballs. Mine's gonna be John Perry, top 20 at plus 750. It's been a rough couple of weeks recently, but he's very feast or famine. The thing I think really differentiates him this week is his ability to get a sand save, y'all. Getting out of the bunker. There are over 150 bunkers on this course. Very penal. T11 at the U.S. Open, the most recent major. I think it's good value.
Well, my oddball pick is that the cut is going to be par or better this weekend.
Do you have odds on that?
It was plus 210 when I last looked at it. Obviously not the longest odds, but I'm also trying to get on the board in any capacity.
Fair.
So I have to take what I can and probably not even get it anyway.
All right. Well, I'm trying to end this
Wait,
thing.
is par or better like par or under, like 1 under, 2 under?
Yeah, like 100, 200.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to end this thing. Give me Chris Goddard to finish top 5, Tommy Fleetwood to finish top 20, and Matt Fitzpatrick to be the top UK and Ireland finisher at plus 7,000.
Whoa.
Fleetwood, top 20. Matty, Fitz, top UK and I.
And I.
Okay. And that's plus
7,000.
7,000. Wow. That's a really strange group.
Yeah, but if it hits, he's by far in the lead.
I already am.
He already is pretty far in the lead.
Where am I?
Well, yeah, he is pretty far in the
He's
lead.
ahead by 1,400 points over me. And then you and Emilio can't even combine to my score, so.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I picked 3 last place picks in a row, so I'm pretty happy about that.
That's true. All right.
You guys want to go to the spa?
Dude, it's time to take a spa.
Let's take a spa.
Go to spa.
Because
Because like the track's name is Spa Franco Champs.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't
Yeah.
know the Belgian Grand Prix.
Whoa, F1's back!
We're pretty far deep into this. 22. Valtteri Bottas, 21 Lance Stroll, 20 Alexander Albon, 19 Fernando Alonso, 18 Checo Perez, the Haas boys in 17 and 16, Behrman 17, Ocon 16. Then I think I differentiate myself a little as we get further along here. Sainz in 15th. Colapinto 14, Bortoletto 13, Lindblad 12, Hülkenberg in that 11th position. Hopefully he can finally finish in it. He's been there, he just hasn't finished there.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly, P10 in the points. Liam Lawson, P9. Isaac Hadjar, P8. Kimi Antonelli, a rough go at it, P7. Lando, P6. Max Verstappen, P5. I'm kind of off the Verstappen train now. P4, Charles Leclerc. P3, Oscar Piastri. P2, Lewis Hamilton. And number 1, the winner of the Belgian Grand Prix, I have as Russell Racing, as I have had the past few weeks.
And how's that worked for you?
Not
Well,
very well, actually. Thank you for asking.
well, I will have Valtteri Bottas at 22, Checo at 21 because Cadillac
I need
sucks.
to write stuff down, Oscar.
Well, Oscar can just send you a picture.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll just send you a picture of it. I write this all in pen anyway, so it's not like I can erase anything. Arvid Lindblad in 20th, Oliver Behrman in 19th, Lance Stroll in 18th, Alexander Albon in 17th, Esteban Ocon in 16th, Fernando Alonso with one of his better finishes of the season at 15th, Franco Colapinto at 14, Nico Hülkenberg at 13, Pierre Gasly at 12, Gabby Bortoletto. To round out the points, Liam Lawson's back at 10, Carlos Sainz with a huge weekend at 9, Lando Norris is 8th, Lewis Hamilton in 7th,
Ooh.
Oscar Piastri will be 6th, Russell Racing is 5th, not 1st, Isaac Hadjar in 4th place with the Red Bull, Kimi Antonelli rounds out the podium, he will take bronze, he's going to be 3rd, Max Verstappen will take silver, and Charles Leclerc will go back-to-back and win in Belgium.
Okay. It's my turn, guys.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right. 22 Albon, not fifth. He's crashing, along with Kimi Antonelli.
Ooh, do they spin each other out, or do they just...
Yeah, probably. Well, why would Albon even be close to Kimi? But maybe it's first lap.
Yep.
Maybe something happens in qualifying.
Possibly.
Possiblemente. All right. 20 Bottas, 19 Stroll, 18 Alonso, 17 Perez, 16 Ocon, 15. Did we all? Well, Oscar, where did you put signs?
Just tell me what position he's in.
15. Because
I put him at 9.
Okay, because I know Nick and I put him at 15. Gasly 14, Colapinto 13, Liam Lawson. He's a little low for me.
Yeah, you really love Liam Lawson.
Dude.
Who's Liam Lawson?
11, also low for me usually. Usually he's in the points, is Arvin Lindblad. Behrman just makes the points at 10. Hülkenberg makes 9th. Bortoletto, we got the Audi boys making their comeback. 8 and 9. Hadjar at 7. Piastri at 6. Verstappen at 5. Leclerc at 4.
That's surprising.
Maybe the lowest I've had him. Russell Racing at 3. Lewis Hamilton at 2. And winning, my first time ever having him win, I believe, it's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
What?
It's Friday again.
Lando Norris. I just have a feeling.
I just don't think the McLaren's been that good this year, honestly. Like the car.
Yeah, and the papaya. I got it.
Yo.
I didn't call it orange.
Yo, Nick, nice reference.
Josh got on me for saying that the car was orange when we were doing the livery reveals and reactions.
Dude, well, yeah, because it's papaya.
I just wanted to prove that I remembered something.
Anything.
Did we want to quickly mention basically the last 2 games of the World Cup?
World Cup, everybody poop.
Well, first game that was on the docket for the semifinals was France and Spain.
Oh yeah, France beat Morocco, Spain beat Belgium. I did not watch the Spain-Belgium game. Unfortunately, I was working, but I'm glad that Marino, still in 2020 too.
I was watching that game.
Yeah, Marino. Once again, heroics to put Spain in Belgium, and then France taking care of Morocco. I'd say that was about expected. A lot of people like Morocco, but I don't think they were up to par with France. And
No.
Spain, with the best performance they've shown by far this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I know Lamine Yamal carried the team.
Nope.
Yeah, Lamine Yamal did so much, except he did absolutely nothing.
Wait, for example, nothing?
I would take. He's not even top 5 on the team this year for the World Cup in terms of performance. I'd rather have.
I'm sure you were.
8 guys over Lamine Yamal this year.
I'm sure you were really happy though seeing them beat France that at least.
Yeah.
I was happy seeing Pedro Porro get back on the scoring sheet. I mean, as he is a defender and he has scored twice in this World Cup. It is awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Mikel Oyarzabal scoring from the penalty spot to make it 1-0. It was a great match.
No, it wasn't.
It was a really good showing for
It was a
Spain.
good showing for Spain. It wasn't a good match, because Spain or France was barely in it after Spain really scored.
9 times out of 10, France wins that.
I'd say
4
times out of 10 maybe. They're pretty evenly matched.
Anyway, we go back to Saturday. Argentina beat down. Well, I wouldn't even say beat down on Switzerland. It was 1-1 for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. It could have gone either way until they kind of pulled away in stoppage. Or not stoppage.
And then England beat the Norway team. Unfortunately, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, we couldn't through with everyone. This today in semifinals.
Yeah, the ruse came to an end, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we look back, I think we all had this as our top. I mean, these are just the top 4 teams.
No, yeah, this was my top 4.
Yeah,
And I had
these just happen to be the top 4 teams.
And I have Argentina winning in my bracket, but I don't want them to. So basically, I win either way. But I'd rather have Spain win.
Yeah.
I had France.
Yeah, Argentina beat England earlier today. Heck of a game by Argentina. At the end of the game, they had the game-tying goal and the game-winning goal within the span of 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it sets up for a passing of the torch, I would say, between Spain and Argentina. Adidas battle, by the way.
Dude, Harry Kane, he wasn't brave enough.
No.
He had to be brave, and he couldn't be.
He just had to be brave. Guys, you think they would have won if they had Cole Palmer?
Dude. Huh, we need to clap it up.
4.
Me.
No? Why?
Because I said so.
Anyway.
I was going to say Jude Bellingham because I thought he scored.
No.
No.
It was...
That's us.
Okay, but like...
And Anthony Gordon and... what else scored?
That was it. Oh,
Yeah.
Fernandez and Martinez.
Oh, yeah. Right, and then left out on Martinez.
Yeah, that sets us up for a fun third-place match between England and
Oh, I
France
forgot we had a third
on
place.
Saturday. Yeah, I don't know why they do this.
That's what I wanted the finals to be, so I'm really mad.
Yeah, funny enough, this is a very fun... Anyway, the World Cup final on Sunday at 3 p.m. between Argentina and Spain. I'm looking forward to it. I don't work during the game. Thank goodness. I will be sad.
Unfortunately. I might be able to watch the first 30 minutes, because usually they schedule me 4 to 11 on Sundays, but...
Yeah.
It's going to suck. But
if you think about it...
Yeah, I'll be sad for the whole game.
Spain and Argentina is just as funny as France and England, because weren't the Argentinians were Portuguese at the beginning, right? And then the Spain conquistadors.
So, have you ever heard of the Treaty of Tordesillas? I think it was. Treaty of Tordesillas.
That's the first one that showed up.
Yes! It split up South America. This is what Portugal gets, and this west of this line gets what Spain gets. But they didn't understand how big South America was. Okay. So basically, Spain got everything except for Brazil.
But like, wasn't all of South America with Portuguese for a little bit?
No, not really. All of it was Spanish for a long time. Like Spain Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, because that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who's winning?
Spain.
Wow.
I kind of have to ride with my pick of Argentina from the beginning, but I want Spain to win. We've been over this. I just said it.
It's not even that I'm riding with my pick. I think after the way Spain played against France.
Yeah.
But
Argentina keeps.
You really got to look at that. Yeah, Argentina's been finding ways to win, but it's only going to do so much when Spain beat, arguably, in my opinion, the best team in the World Cup. Handily.
Getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Cape Verde draw happened, and then everyone hopped off the Spain wagon. I'm like, dude, didn't Argentina just do this to Saudi Arabia? They lost. And then they woke up.
All right.
So yeah, Spain will be your 2026 World Cup champion. They'll be able to put another star on that jersey.
It'll be Argentina. That's my pick. I think.
Why? Because Tagliafico.
Huh?
Why? Because of Tagliafico.
Huh?
I don't care about Tagliafico.
You love Tagliafico.
McAllister. No, I care about McAllister. He's the only one. He's the only reason I want them to win.
Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Are we finally at the note card?
Yeah.
We are finally at the note card. It's a very small note card this week. Not a lot happened, which is great.
Yeah.
But also, it did not set up for a big note card at all. I did forget to write like one thing down, but like I can easily just look it up. While I'm looking at that up, though, the first thing that I saw this week was Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo getting into a fun little scuffle,
Yeah.
which ended up giving Tyler Hero a black eye.
Yes.
Apparently, it was over like something that Tyler Hero said about Bam playing defense as well. Which I guess Tyler Hero just wasn't respecting the fact that Bam got 83.
Exactly.
You know, only one more than Kobe. Mm-hmm. Staying in the NBA, Victor Wembanyama signed a 5-year, $252 million max contract extension with the Spurs.
Wait, I thought he got traded for pods though.
No, but like they were thinking about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Get your guy, Spurs. Let's go. Good job.
Wimbledon was this weekend.
Right. Yannick Sinner.
Linda Noskova won the women's Wimbledon. Congratulations to Linda Noskova. The men's final was canceled.
Oh.
So, I don't know why, but...
Postponed or canceled?
Canceled.
Oh.
They had gotten all the way to the final, and then it was canceled.
That's...
So...
Can they do that?
I don't know. Gary Trent Jr. Signed a 4-year, $64 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Get your guy.
Get your guy, I guess. There was the UFC card, UFC 329, that included the likes of Max Holloway and Conor McGregor. It is 2026, though, and Conor McGregor lasted 69 seconds.
Yes.
Out of respect for Bam.
Out of respect for Bam. Yeah, no, that was a very good...
Kobe last game.
I stayed up that late, having at 6 a.m. the next day, just to watch Conor McGregor blow out his knee.
That's what I felt like staying up to watch USA versus Turkey.
It was a big waste of everyone's time.
Not really.
But go ahead.
I would say it's a good thing that it happened because he's been washed.
Oh yeah, he hadn't fought in 5 years.
So why was everyone thinking he was gonna that's like?
I didn't think he was gonna win. I thought he was gonna get beat up. But that's what I wanted to see.
The plot armor of Rocky.
Hold on, I wanted to see him get beat up by Max Holloway.
Dude,
Anyway.
Paul lasted longer against Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. In other news, you guys should give Patty Pimblett a title fight. That'd be fun.
Amelia was during one of our many nights slept over. He loves to scroll reels and then falls, or I don't know if it's reels or TikTok or whatever, but he loves to
one or the other
before and fall asleep while having a reel or something going. And the most rendition of this is him stopping on Patty Pimblett is the most overrated fighter in UFC. So I had to listen to that 10 times over.
Yeah, well, this is just propaganda. This is propaganda from the French.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
We had All-Star Weekend.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah, and all that I really cared about was the Home Run Derby, where Jordan Walker won the Home Run Derby after hitting 6 straight home runs.
I heard the broadcast sucked. They
for the game
to a million different camera shots is what I saw, and they 2 seconds.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it was on Netflix,
That's just because it's.
I was like,
I'm so sorry, Oscar.
Dude.
Dude, don't.
I was just gonna say it.
Okay.
Josh, just please talk.
I'm gonna get.
Okay, I was just gonna say. Oh, I didn't watch it at all, but I don't even know who was in it. Was Juan Soto in it?
No.
Was okay? I don't really care. Was C.J. Abrams in it?
No.
Ah. Okay.
No.
Was I in it?
I think you'd know that one.
Yes.
Oh, really? Dude, And you guys weren't rooting for me?
Dreambox?
What?
Is that Dreambox?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, where I put the note card? Why'd I throw it? Lance McCullers Jr. got sent to the Milwaukee Brewers by the Houston Astros for a prospect.
Nice.
Yeah, so the Brewers got another guy, I guess.
He's been in the MLB for a while, from what I can. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
like, well, obviously his dad was, but he was part of the Astros like trash can banging team, I think, that won the World Series.
Oh, so you got a proven winner here.
I think. Let me just check. I don't want to feed you false information, but he'd been with the Astros for quite some time.
Well, the first of two
I'm
fun
correct.
facts of the week.
He was with the
Let's
Astros
go.
since 2015, and he's actually missed 3 entire seasons to injury.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of seasons.
That's a lot of injury.
Yeah.
His
That's a
WAR
lot.
has been very bad since 2023, so to be determined. His ERA since coming back has been 6.51 and 6.86.
That's right. The Brewers just... Anyway, the first of two good newses and fun. College Football 27, they removed the microtransactions from offline games, so the game is playable again.
Yep.
Good job, EA. You guys did the right thing after doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, we shouldn't be celebrating. This shouldn't be like, oh, good job, EA. They shouldn't have even done it in the first place.
That's true.
No, they shouldn't have. Anyway, we get to the actual fun stuff of the note card. Mo Bamba.
What about it?
He's back in the NBA.
Oh, get your guy.
He signed with the Utah
Oh
Jazz.
my god.
On a summer league deal?
I don't know. All I saw is that the Jazz signed Mo Bamba.
All right. Welcome back.
So
Mo Bamba.
Utah Jazz, you guys are going to win the chip. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Or
Yeah.
alternatively, they don't.
Those are the two
Ooh.
options.
Yeah, those are the two ways that this could go.
Unless they all die.
That would trigger. a
Well,
disaster
then
draft.
nobody.
Well, that would probably be better for them.
Well-
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that that's never happened before. No, not the disaster draft. Well, that too, but I'm surprised, like, dude, I'm surprised, like, a GM hasn't, like, sabotaged, like, and, no, not their entire team, someone else's entire team,
Wow.
just so they can,
Like committed
You
murder?
think they wouldn't get caught?
wow, DB Cooper never got caught.
It's true.
Dude, also, like, dude, what if you're, like, a diehard, like, Hornets fan, and, like, you're like, bro, my team's so, actually, no, there's,
A diehard Hornets fan?
what if I'm a diehard, Suns?
Wizards.
Okay, so we're actually on the uprise right now.
Yeah, really. From 11 and 71 to
Okay,
the 12 and 70.
diehard Jazz fan, and you're like, dang, my team sucks, and then you just like hijack a plane. You work your whole way up to get to
Okay, well now you're just losing the plot.
to get to being a pilot.
Yeah, the plot's
for an
gone.
NBA team.
And by then the Hornets are good again.
Well, what if they're
Yeah.
not?
Then they're the Bobcats.
Well, then you don't have to do the plane thing. I think this is pretty simple.
So they're just a pilot for no reason.
Yeah. Dude, I'm saying diehard Jazz fan.
Okay. I heard you.
They would do anything to make the team win, including kill everyone else.
All right.
Okay.
Is that it, Oscar?
Yes, that was the other note card, sorry.
Okay.
Josh, you want to send us off?
I do. I do. No. Hold on.
Sorry, what?
Oh, this college football season is being written well, like Charles Dickens. Ever since Bam punched Tyler Hero, who are he gonna get? Andrew Wiggins? It's Sun Belt season, boys. Don't count your chickens.